I have been talking about this case for a week straight. I'm talking about the Madeline Soto case. This girl here, if you haven't heard, if you're new, she was found deceased. First missing, then deceased. And how this happened was, they believe that he has something to do with it. Now, what they found on his phone, sorry to say, was very disgusting. Let's just say he assaulted her in different ways. A lot. And I wish not to say it. You can use your imagination. And this is her mother. This is her mother, Jennifer Soto, who was distraught and hurt that her daughter was missing and then found later deceased. Now people are bumping heads, saying that they believe that the mother has something to do with this some way. They believe that she knew, or if not helped him, because she doesn't want to lose him. A lot of different theories, a lot of speculation all over the internet, and that's fine. We're here to get the facts. But what happened to her was horrendous of what he did to her. And this happened right after her birthday. Literally hours away from this picture, this image you're looking at. It is exactly when it happened. We don't know exactly what happened right after this image, right after the time frame of her birthday and 7:30 a.m. No one really knows, and maybe, just maybe, Florida Kissimmee Police Department knows what happened, but we haven't even heard nothing of the events of what took place before or even in that car, because they found, and they were sure, Kissimmee PD believed that her body was lifeless in his car after 7:35 p.m. taking her to school. We are missing this detail in this case from this image until 7:35 because police highly believe that she was deceased before 7:35. That is when he threw her school stuff in the garbage. Her backpack, her laptop, gone. And she was completely lifeless in the car. My name is Nov. Welcome to Novesity True Crime Podcast, here to talk to you about the case of Madeline Soto. Today's agenda, today's topic is about, did the mom lie? We're going to talk about that today. Now, for legal purposes, I cannot claim or say that she's guilty. She's part of it. She's part of this plan trying to protect her boyfriend. I cannot say that in legal purposes. I can't put any defamation on her character. But what I can say for a fact, that something is wrong in this case. Let's get into it.
It's been a great day for Madeline Soto. Her 13th birthday, celebrating a new phase in her life, becoming a teenager. There was a party, but her mother, Jen Soto, could not make it. But her mother's live-in boyfriend was there, Stephen Stearns, a man who had been in Madeline's life for at least a couple of years. In fact, Jen referred to him as Madeline's stepfather, even though they were not married.
Isn't it kind of like, doesn't it hurt you to find that if that was your child, and your child was being brought up with somebody like him, and for him to do the things he did, how can you let a girl that calls you stepdad, hi dad, hi, and then your stepdad does disgusting things to your daughter? Couldn't do it. 5 minutes in a room. 5 minutes.
In fact, Jen referred to him as Madeline's stepfather, even though they were not married. The next day, Jen and Stephen say Stephen gave Madeline a ride to school, They also say Madeline was embarrassed and did not want to get dropped off in front of the school, so she was dropped off at a church parking lot less than half a mile away.
Now that's weird. You see what he just said? They said that Madeline doesn't like to be dropped off in front of the school. She likes to walk her way from the church to here. But family and friends said in their statement, but that's weird. That's not, they never heard of that. They never heard of Madeline saying like, hey, can you drop me off in front of the school? I mean, if you really think about it, I wouldn't understand why. Like, why? What is the reason? Why would Madeline do that? Because last time I checked, Madeline invited friends from her school to her party. They know her. They know her friends. Her friends know her family. What else? What would she get? What can she possibly be embarrassed or shy about? I don't get it. It's not her mom dropping her off. It's Stefan dropping her off. Her stepdad dropped her off at school. I don't understand that. I don't get that. What does Madeline have to do with what? I don't get it. I don't get it. She has to walk this way. Let's just say this is true. And it's probably true. She probably did walk her way. But I didn't make the comments in a statement saying that it's odd that she did this, says the friends and family. I didn't say that. They did, making this case more suspicious.
That's the last time they say anyone had contact with her. Investigators say the evidence paints a much different picture. They claim they have evidence of Stearns dumping Madeline's laptop and backpack in a dumpster and have images of Madeline dead inside Stearns' car. Madeline.
There we go. For all the people who saying, no, how do you know? That's how I know. They have images. They saw her deceased in the car when he came back. That I'm going to end it on that because I repeated myself about a lot of times and I don't want to bore you guys or be repetitive. Every new podcast, it's not about repeating stuff. It's about finding new things here. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. It's not about putting emphasis on that. It's about we need to know the difference between speculation and fact. That is the key here. That is not everything you just heard is not speculation, y'all. They have images of her lifeless body in the car. That is a fact. That is,
Madeline never made it to school and was found 4 days later in some brush 17 miles from their home in Kissimmee, Florida. Stearns was arrested after images of Madeline being sexually assaulted were allegedly found on his phone, some dating back to when Madeline was just 11.
11 years old, August 22nd. But remember, he factory resetted his phone. They did not get all of the evidence. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, what he did to this girl, which I cannot, I'm not trying to make YouTube or Facebook's policy. I want to remain clean. We only got what we could see on the phone. Is everyone with me? Everyone's with me? Everyone's with me? That's all right. That's what we got. That's what we got. We only got what we know from the video. We don't got what he hid behind the camera. We don't got that. We don't got before that, I could possibly record this and save it. He probably been did this, y'all. He probably been did this. Come on now. Come on now.
But at this point, there have been no charges related to her death. Tonight, we take a closer look at the story told by Madeline's mother. Then take a look at the recovery scene. What will this autopsy reveal? All this as we investigate the tragic life and death of Madeline Soto.
I'm Vinnie Politan. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's just not fair. It's not fair what happened to this little girl. It's beyond outrageous. Tough life. She's being tortured. She was being tortured. The allegations are that this was going on for years, this sexual abuse in this home, and it's not stopping. You know, why didn't it stop? Why didn't someone step in? Why didn't anyone know? A lot of questions tonight, but the bottom line to all of this, she only lived to her 13th birthday, and it's not fair what happened to her. Now, let's talk about Mr. Accidental Factory Reset, Stearns over here. I mean, this is the guy. He's in custody now because of what was on his phone. The phone that he accidentally did a factory reset on the day that this little girl disappeared. Like, come on. Does he really think everyone is that stupid? Like, you can't put two and two together? And by the way, how do you accidentally reset your phone? How do you do that? Explain it to me, please.
I can't tell you.
I'd like to understand how that can be done
I
accidentally.
can't tell you. I can't.
But I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. Most of the time, they do not bear out. You can put pieces together. In all the cases and the trials we cover on Court TV, all these little circumstances, all these facts, you start putting them together, and it leads in one direction, and that's what's happening here.
Now, before people say something, take a look at this. I Googled it for you. A factory reset erases your data from the phone, while data stored in your Google account or Apple account on your phone can be restored. All apps on their data will be uninstalled. Now, is it possible to recover? Yes. Look, read it with me. Read. Is it possible to recover phone after factory reset? Yes. There are multiple ways to recover data after factory resetting your Android with or without backup. No matter if the factory reset was accidental. Oh, shots fired. It looks like Google was shooting shots fired at Stuffin back in 2021. Before. No matter if your factory reset was accidental or intentional, you can always easily get your data back. Stefan, hey, Stefan, did you Google this before you resetting your phone, you barnacle? Oh, you probably didn't. No, of course you didn't. No, you did not. You probably should have. You probably should have Googled this. It probably would have saved you. You probably would have escaped. But you didn't, you moron. You didn't. You did not. You was not involved. Regardless if it was in the cloud doesn't matter, y'all. You got the cloud on Apple and the cloud on Google. Doesn't matter if it's on the cloud. You can still get stuff back. I told you guys, when I went on a video shoot for a client, it was a commercial shoot. I factory resetted the wrong card. I went home, downloaded an app that'll allow me to get my stuff back. It got like 90% of it back, but I still got the job done. But I digress. You can still get your stuff back. Doesn't mean all of it, most of it. And they got most of it back, meaning that they got just enough to incriminate him. I can't even imagine what else was in that phone. What was in the phone fully, like if he didn't factory reset it. If he didn't factory reset it, I can't imagine. And I don't want to. I don't want to. Courtney M with the $9.99 super chat says, as a mother, that just doesn't sit right with, doesn't sit well. If my babies had birthday parties, you bet your chicken strips you get the horns, Courtney. Say it again, Courtney M. Say it again. Any parent would, especially to save their child. And she put the chicken strips. I love the super chat. Thank you, Courtney M. I appreciate you very much. Julie, she says, is it true she didn't go to her funeral? If that's the truth, then sick, and it shows her guilt. Love your podcast and want to say hi to the chat and fam. I cannot confirm that. I can't. What she did for her cremation, cannot confirm that. I heard the same thing. I heard that she was not there to her own baby's funeral. Now, if I sit here and tell you, yes, she was or she wasn't, I don't want to be, I want to give you the correct answer. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you the facts. That's what you came here for. None of that bull crap. so far from what I know, what I've heard and everything, it was no, she did not. But what I do know is that, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know, ladies, don't beat me up. I get it. Just let me talk. Let me talk. If your child died and was found murdered in some fashion or way, and the whole internet, about 92% of the internet is bombarding you, threatening you, finding your address, finding where you live and all this stuff. Would you still go to your daughter's funeral? Now, you're going to say, yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will. Don't play. I will go. That's my baby. And I understand that. And I respect that. Sure, if it was my poor baby girl, I'll go too. 100%. Regardless of the mass. But she is not me. She is not y'all. You know what I'm saying? And she's in a totally different predicament. Now, I'm not covering her bottom. Relax. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Does she say some red flags? Yes. She has some contradiction in her stories? Yes. Is there holes? Yes. It's a lot of red flags. A lot. But I'm just not in the predicament to say that's why she's guilty. I cannot say that. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm looking at the comments and saying everybody's like, yep. I'll be there. I'm 100%. I understand that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate this. Sports Mom. Love the name Sports Mom. I like football. What do you like? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. Super chat's going wild. It's going wild today on YouTube. YouTube's going crazy. Do me a big favor. Before we continue playing this video, we're going to play it right now. Do me a big favor. Facebook, you already know what to do. I'm not going to say nothing. Let me just see if Facebook does it. I'm going to test y'all. Facebook, I'm not going to say nothing. You know what to do. YouTube, 226 likes. Almost 1,000 people watching. Do me a favor. Hit that like button like you never did before. I would appreciate it. Let's get back to the program.
And the question is, what happened? What happened to this little girl? When was she murdered? Where was she murdered? How was she murdered? Those questions haven't been answered yet publicly. There's an autopsy. Hopefully that autopsy will reveal a lot of that information. And when I say information, I mean evidence. Because every piece of information is evidence in this case. Because this just can't happen without someone being held accountable for what happened to Madeline.
Yep.
The other thing that's confusing me tonight is Mom, Madeline's mother. What's her story? What exactly is her story? What is she saying? What has she said? What does it mean? I don't have a clear picture yet. And obviously she's not talking anymore. Investigators are gathering up their evidence and information, so we don't know everything. But we're going to try to learn a lot more tonight. So let's start with what we know right now about Mom's story. And it begins, let's take a look at the arrest affidavit. This is the arrest of Mr. Accidental Factory Reset. On February 26, 2024, approximately 2,000 hours, Madeline.
Okay, guys, I don't mean to keep cutting, but I need to tell you something. I did something for you guys, including myself, and for the case. I created a document of a timeline of 4 different individuals, one being an entity, 4 being Stephen. I created a Stephen, a Jen Soto, Kissimmee PD, and Madeline. Kissimmee, excuse me. I said kiss me. Excuse me. Kissimmee. And Madeline's timeline. That is totally not spelled correctly. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My OCD is going to drive me nuts if I do not fix this. Let's put Maddie. I don't have time. April LaFerretti. I hope I didn't say your name wrong. Did you become a member? Welcome to the family. You got your badge and your perks and the merch that's coming out. Congratulations. Enjoy all your perks. I created this for you guys. I created this in a way that this is going to help us identify, you heard me, identify who's genuinely wrong, what holes can we patch, And by the time in the margin, we can see if someone is truly lying, except for Maddie's part. Maddie, the orange one, baby girl, that's for our, to see if it lines up with the rest. PD as well, but PD made one error, but which I'm not here to talk about PD's errors, like kiss me error. I'm here to talk about Stefan on the left and Jen in the red, okay? Now, I left some of them blank intentionally for you and me to fill out so we can establish an idea, so we can see the mistakes, so we can be involved and kind of see the contradictions here. This is a smart way to do it, and I wanted to do it in a way where we better understand. So for instance, Stefan, I put question mark on the first one because that first line indicates her birthday date between those hours. Where was Jen during her birthday? She was at work. Did not make it to daughter's birthday. Okay, where was PD at? Not available because the case wasn't a case yet. Okay, on the timeline of her birthday. Maddie was at the birthday party over the grandmother's house. Okay, moving on to the morning. Where was Stefan in the morning? Went to go pick up Maddie up from the house to take her to school. Okay, in the morning, where was the mother? 8. I keep doing PM. Holy chicken strips. I'm so sorry, everybody. 8 a.m. saw Maddie getting dressed. That was in her statement. Next, where was PD at? Well, in PD's timeline, they saw at 7:30. Oh my fish paste. PD said, Stefan, right? Stefan threw Maddie's items away around apartment complex. Garbage. All right. And then where was Maddie? We don't know exactly where Maddie's body was. And then we're going to answer all those timelines perfectly through this video and the following I have for you and an article. It looks like a lot of prosecutors and lawyers have heard about this case. And they are sharing their 2 cents. And it looks like they believe that the mom, Jen, might be charged with something. She might be charged with something. Let's continue.
And it begins, let's take a look at the arrest affidavit. This is the arrest of Mr. Accidental Factory Reset. On February 26, 2024, approximately 2,000 hours, Madeline Soto, 13-year-old, was reported missing by her mother. The mother advised her daughter's stepfather, Stephen Stearns, picked her up from home and dropped her off at Hunters Creek Middle School. The mother then went to pick up Madeline from school at dismissal and learned that Madeline never showed up for school. So that's when she finds out. She goes to pick her up at the end of the day. That's when she finds out her daughter is missing. Stepdad dropped her off at school. Now, we know she's spoken publicly because this began as a missing persons case. And when she spoke with WFTV 9 down in Orlando on March 5th, or actually a report from WFTV on March 5th. This is interesting. Newly obtained documents show that the girl's mother told deputies on February 26th that she saw her daughter getting dressed for school at 8 a.m. on Monday.
Didn't I tell you guys that this was going to be the most important? Didn't I say this today? And I'm not trying to be egotistic. I'm trying to prove a point here. That I told you that this part was one of the most important parts that people are going to highlight. And what the heck just happened? I told you this because if the mother saw her daughter get dressed at 8 a.m., it Let's see, now the timeline comes into play. Come on, we get it involved. Stop playing. If the mother saw her daughter at 8 a.m. getting dressed, it contradicts everything. You understand? And this is not me trying to prove the mother's guilty or she's hiding something. I'm just saying things for what it actually is. It is. If the mother saw Maddie at 8 a.m. getting dressed, this tells us a multitude of things. Numero uno, you saw what your daughter was wearing. Number two, you called your baby daddy to go pick up her up from the house. How can he pick up to go? How can you tell him to go pick up Maddie? Don't you mean, can you come pick up and drop her off for me? And if you're at 8 a.m., why would you tell Stefan, who's all the way at wherever he is, to come pick him up if it takes you 14 minutes just to drop her off? He would need to take double the time from his location to go drop. Why are you saying to us that he needs to come where you're at to him to drop her off? What? Excuse me? Number three, at 8:10, he was already past the church, getting his way back to the complex with the body in the car, deceased. Get out of my face. Red flags all over in this statement. This statement has red flags, a lot of red flags. So much red flags that what she said, this makes no sense.
And Stearns then took her to school. Okay, more statements from mom there. Now, let's take a listen to a February 27th interview, again by WFTV 9 down in Orlando with Jen Soto. Again, this is her telling her story and the story about what happened here. Let's listen.
We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. She was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras. They saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just saw her walk away around 9 a.m. heading towards the school, but she never made it.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working, but she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Then what? I don't understand this. I need someone in the chat to make my brain understand that. Make me understand that. There's you're saying different things, Jen. I am really not your enemy, Jen. I'm not your enemy. When this story broke and everything I've been covering this, I've been sympathizing against my own fans, my own chat. I've been sympathizing with you. They were telling me, Jen, look at me. They were telling me, no, you can't believe her. And I'm like, chat, no, give her a chance. She's a mother who's crying about, she lost her daughter. I mean, at the very end, chat, she did lose her daughter. But Jen, you're not giving me anything to honestly go by, you know? Help me understand that. Teresa M. Lord with 100 stars. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate you. Brienne Malcolm with 100 stars says, hi, no, mom is still sus to me. Breezy, get out of Facebook. Precious Carmelo with the 200 stars. Thank you, Precious. I appreciate you again. Maricela with 100 stars. Thank you so much. And this super chat, Tammy Z says, not 100% sure if this is the truth or not, but I read that Madeline's body was cremated. Rest in peace. Beautiful Maddie. Let me tell you something. The people who will know about the funeral and the cremation will be the family and friends. It will be them. Now, I would love for you guys, I would love to end this podcast and book a plane ticket to Florida, Kissimmee, whatever you want to call it. And I would knock on the door. Are you her father? Are you her stepmother? Are you her uncle? Are you her this? I will look wrong if I just wait after school for the kids to come out and I'd be like, hi, kids, I promise you I'm not a weirdo. I'm just trying to understand the case. You're her friends, right? Yes. Okay. I swear, 2 minutes. Question number 1. What did Madeline ever tell you about Stefan? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Where did Madeline go after her birthday party? That is important information. Question number 3. Did Madeline ever had any weird suspicion related to her birthday? And has she told you anything about running away, leaving, or anything in particular from her mother? You know what I'm saying? So man, I got to start traveling for these cases. I'm not playing. Good question, by the way. So I'm hearing she was cremated. Tammy Z, to answer your question, cremated, and she had a funeral. See, I could find that answer for you tomorrow. I can. Just give me till tomorrow. I got you. Thank you for the super chats, by the way, everybody. You guys are great.
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her.
Oh, wait, before I start, Facebook, we have 53 shares. Can we get to a quick 100 real quick? I would appreciate that so much, Facebook. I love you guys. YouTube, please, YouTube, yeah, over 1,000 people. Can I get just hit the like button, YouTube? I would appreciate that. Hit the like button. Let's keep going up, climbing up, everybody.
This isn't like her to just pick up and run away, or just not go to school. I don't know what to think. She was last seen wearing a green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs, a black JanSport backpack with gray hibiscus flowers on it. She got dropped off in the morning. We did not notice until after school pickup at 4 o'clock when I went to go pick her up, and she wasn't at school.
All right, when you put all this stuff together, I'm hearing some clear contradictions, some holes in the story, and some ambiguities. I want to take some time tonight to try to clear things up as best we can at this point of this investigation. So we got to go on the ground down to Orlando to some folks who are working this story. Joining me in Orlando, Florida, WFTV investigative reporter Shannon Butler. Shannon, great to see you tonight.
Good to see you, Vinny.
Also with us, editor of the Osceola News-Gazette, Ken Jackson, also working this story. Thank you so much, Ken, for joining us. All right, let me start here. Shannon, from your perspective, how clear is it about this birthday party that takes place on Sunday, going to school on Monday, who's in the house, who's not in the house, who's going where? Is there any clarity to what's going on there before this alleged drive to school?
Well, that's the time frame that we're still trying to piece together as we try to look at this timeline of events. We know that the birthday party happened. We know at some point she was in that home. We don't.
That's not the birthday party. This is the birthday party. And guess what, guys? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I have the original photo. This is the original photo, not like, you know how people screenshot and then, you know, no. This was given from the mother to someone, to the studio, to me. I am going to take this photo, download it from their website, and I'm going to look at the metadata myself. And I hope I won't get in trouble for that by police. No, it's for the public. Okay, so what you guys, I'm a geek, okay? I'm going to feed you some geek information. When you upload the original source of a photo, especially if it's raw, if it's reprinted like JPEG, whatever, it's not going to work. But if it's raw from the camera with all the metadata inside, if you upload it to any website, the metadata goes with it. So the metadata from wherever they got the image from, they uploaded it raw, hopefully. And then I'm going to extract it from the photo. This is the full one. Look, this is the full photo from the phone. Took me so long to find it, but I found it. This is the full stretch one because you can see 4 people or 3 people's reflection, in which I'm going to take this photo and I'm going to edit it live today right here. And this will understand if it's true. I know people said, "Hey, Nov, is a podcaster that..." No, I'm going to do it. Me. There's a podcaster on YouTube saying that he said, "Madeline's pregnant." Yes, she is. 100%. No disrespect to him. I don't roll that way. I don't know if she's pregnant, guys. I cannot tell you. I'm not going to sit here and feed you what you would like to hear. I'm going to feed you what you should hear. We don't know if she's pregnant. Somebody just said it to me right now. No, is it true she's pregnant? Gonna tell you the truth? No, we don't know that. I don't know that. No one knows that. Nobody knows that. Until we get the autopsy results, we will know that. Be careful who you listen to. I'm telling you, you guys are getting duped. You guys are getting duped on YouTube, and I'm saying it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right. Some guy literally said it on YouTube. Yeah, she's pregnant. What are you talking about? Nobody's... April. She says, "Mom's eyes go up when she's lying." Yes, April. A lot of people on Facebook and YouTube both said that. They both did that. Only autopsy can tell us. You're absolutely correct. I'm not giving you no bullshit here. We only know through the autopsy. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Anybody, do not go anywhere. We're talking about Madeline Soto, the girl who went missing and then later found deceased on March 1st. All right. Funeral home paid for the funeral. Yes, Cinnamon, that is correct information. That is correct. Thank God I didn't donate nothing from GoFundMe. Thank God. Because I told you. Oh, by the way, guys, if you can, I am creating something for Madeline, and I have proof, and I will do it, and I show receipts. I'm going to create either a plaque, as mentioned. I think whose idea was that? Netta? And or a bench or something in her name. Feel free to donate straight through my Venmo or Cashapp. It will be pinned. Hopefully one of the mods could do it. I'm going to literally create something for her, either in a park or plant something, a tree for her, and call it the Madeline tree, you know. And you can donate off the funds when it's, however much it costs. When it's reached, then I'll pay for the item. And then I will go live when we see it. Hopefully you guys will like it, and hopefully may she rest in peace, Madeline Soto. She likes it in the name of her spirit. But we're gonna dissect this photo, and we're gonna get into it. And why people are saying somebody already did that. Well, I am a cinematographer. I was a photographer for 7 years and a cinematographer for 5 years. I actually have all the necessary tools worth over $1,000 that'll help me identify and the skills to do it even further. I'm going to do it live right after this. Stay tuned. Hit the like button, hit the share button, get involved. Let's get it.
Don't know who was in the home with her at the time because the stories have not been clear. We've talked to Stephen Stearns, we've talked to Jen Soto, and the stories weren't quite clear about what happened then. All we know is they claim that he took her to school, and that's when she had vanished.
Now, Ken, I want to put up the first contradiction that I'm seeing in some of these statements that have been made public. The affidavit states that Jen told deputies her partner, Stephen Stearns, dropped Madeline off at Hunters Creek Middle School on the morning of February 26th. When interviewed by WFTV on February 27th, Jen says Stephen Stearns dropped Madeline off near the school.
Could this be a red flag? Be honest, everybody. Don't be biased. Do not be biased. Be honest now. Be honest. Could that have been a small little mix up in the sentence now? You know what I'm saying? Like, could this necessarily be a red flag? Jen told deputies her partner, Stephen Stearns, dropped Madeline off at Hunters Creek Middle School in the morning. But then in an interview with WFTV on the 27th, Jen said Stephen dropped her off near the school. Be honest. That sounds like a little mistake. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm a very fair man, and I'm gonna be fair to you. That sounds like a little bit of like a little, because oh, he dropped her off at school, but then it does. Let's be honest for a second. It does sound like a little bit of like a mix up. It doesn't necessarily could be identified as a red flag. You know what I mean? You guys talk about it. You guys, you don't have to believe me or agree with me all the time. You can debate. It's perfectly fine. I'd rather contest to know the truth than to you agree with me. Let me know if in your opinion, okay? Darcy Miller with the 5 super chat. She says, we might never know if she was pregnant because she is a minor. States have laws protecting minors. You're right, but I don't think they would have to leave that out. Like, states will protect the minor. I don't think it is pouring in New York City. And not in that fashion. You feel? I don't think so. I think they would tell the public. It's a possibility, though. That wouldn't hurt the minor. It wouldn't hurt her in no way. We know what was going on. We know. I don't think so. I'll leave this super chat. This is a good one. Oh my God, everybody's becoming members. What? Oh my God, YouTube. YouTube is crazy. Y'all better stop, YouTube. Y'all better stop. Sandra General with the 5 gifted subs. If you got a badge from Sandra, say thank you. She just gifted 5 subs over at YouTube. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you for doing that for the Novesity Nation. Itty Bitty Dog, welcome to the... Ashley Webster, welcome to the family over at YouTube. Congratulations, Ashley. You got 2 badges now, Ashley? Diggity, welcome to the family. Appreciate you.
What about that drive? Was that drive made? Where's he driving that morning? And is there any evidence of him being anywhere near the school that day?
Well, first of all, Vinny, thanks for having me on. If you look closely at that map, first of all, something I want to say about that neighborhood is if you notice right there on Town Loop Boulevard, the church and the school are separated by State Road 417, which is a elevated toll road. So to say that they're really near the school, you can't see the school from the church. So there's that. And then we do have the inconsistency of, in the affidavit, the mention is that Stephen dropped her off. And then we hear from the mom that we dropped her off. So that's something that we're trying to confirm right now. I did speak in...
Whoa, who dropped who off? Chat, wait, time out. What's going on here? What's going on with this story? Hold on, what he said?
You can't see the school from the church.
Okay, we know that. That's
so
true.
There's that.
That's true.
And then we do have the inconsistency of, in the affidavit, the mention is that Stephen dropped her off. And then we hear from the mom that we dropped her off. So that's something that we're trying to confirm right now. I did speak informally with a member of Kissimmee Police Department on, let's see, today's third, on Tuesday night. They're now the lead agency in the investigation. I was there for an unrelated event. And I asked about any investigation that's currently going on in the mother. To tell you how tight this investigation is right now, all I was told, and I'm paraphrasing here, was that we have a focused investigation going on in order to present an airtight case to the state attorney's office. That's all the Kissimmee Police Department is saying right now.
You know what I want to do, chat? Nobody saw that in the office. So there's a reason why they blurred out this image. You see, look very... Okay, so you need to remember what I told you guys about details, right? You need to look at details. This image, you have, nine officers, 9 federal officers, right? Looking at a screen, right? I just think common sense is really not common these days, especially when people make mistakes. I get it, mistakes happen, but damn, you are federal officers. You're for the state. You make money. We pay you. You go home, take a shit, wake up, you go back to work. You get paid for this job to protect people. And thank you for your service. How bad, and I don't think not one person in this chat noticed this. Not one. I told you guys, pay attention. Who can see what's wrong with this image? And it's important because it will help us because we don't get information from them. But I saw information that can help me in this case, in this image. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to figure out what is wrong with this photo. Have a look. 30 seconds, all right? Who can figure out they made a mistake? And I am going to use Photoshop like I am to understand what will help me in this case. And by the way, I can see the image better than you. Let me actually make the image smaller. There it is. Who's going to say it first? Let me see. Yes, who said it? Tiffany Dawn said it over at Facebook. Who's going to get it at YouTube? Tiffany Dawn said it at Facebook. Who's going to do it on YouTube? Is the screen? Yes, so Katie said it over at YouTube. Katie, what's your name? Katie Bow. Oh, no. Madeline Rachel said it. Madeline Rachel said it first. They blurred the middle of the screen, obviously, so we don't have to see, but every little detail matters. But the left screen, all the way there, is not blurred out. It is not blurred out. Look at it over there. That's completely, hey, I can enhance it, make it bigger. That's good enough for me to use as any little thing in this case. But nobody saw this. And I'm looking at the YouTube video. I'm like, is nobody going to comment this? Can nobody see these mistakes? I'm like this. Nobody caught this. We are not allowed to see that. Y'all don't get it. That's why it's blurred out. You're not allowed to see stuff like that. Absolutely not. That's going to hurt the investigation in any way because if suspects see this, they're going to be like, oh, shit, they're looking in that area. Damn, I can't go there. Or I can't be there. Or they know this, they know that. They know this, they know that. My guy, you didn't blur out the... Now I know what it is. It's that... If I didn't even do any work, but that's a map of Lower Florida, of Kissimmee. If I'm not mistaken, that's the lake up top, which I'm going to look at later. Or I could do it with you if you like. Let me know. Or I could do it on my own time, which I do investigation work on my own time. I don't really do it on stream. But man, they fumbled. Yeah. Is it her body? No, Gracie. No, Gracie Diaz. No. No, it's not her body. From 7:45 to 8:10. What if he was hanging around school to see if another girl resembles her, to claim it on her church camera and went back to dress her similar? That's why mom had clothes confused. Wow, Ashley. Okay, so that's not a bad theory, but there's a problem with that. 7:45 to 8:10. Let's just say 7:40. Let's give him 5 minutes because he was dumping stuff out of that. He was dumping stuff off in that dumpster around the complex. He did that. Now, 25 minutes, he would need to drive up around the school to spot another kid, to see what she's wearing, to come back down, to get captured at 8:19. That's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. So that's highly unlikely. And he would need to go back to switch her clothes up, to change it in a car. You see what I'm saying? It's not a bad theory, but that would take a while because he needs to drive up, search for a kid, look, drive right. That's a lot of time. That's a lot. You know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt of 13 minutes going up, going down. That's 26 minutes to look for a kid. That's additional 4 minutes. That's 30 minutes. That's more than what that time states. But keep thinking, Ashley. I love where you're heading, though. Oh my, who said this? Down. Thank you for the super chat. Jesus Christ. Facebook, YouTube, chill out with this. Jesus. I think she became deceased on the way home from her party and was stashed in the car until the next day. How else would they get her to the car without being noticed? She probably stood up to him. Now she was 13. Not bad thinking. After her birthday party, you're thinking something happened in the car. He was trying to groom her in some fashion, and she was like, I had enough. Stop it. Stop. And it happened in the car. The mother wasn't there. But there's a little bit of a problem with that story. He went back home to go back to the house when the mother called him somehow to go pick her up. So she was just rotting in the car the whole time. You get what I'm saying? So that would be kind of tough because he was there at the complex to pick her up. So it's a little bit difficult to say that. Because he would have to take her out the car to put her in the house, to go back home, to come back there, to put her back in the car. Somebody would have noticed her riding in a car. Or cameras would have picked that up from where he came off. Where he came from. You get it? So it's a little difficult to believe that one. But you're still thinking, and I'm loving these. You and Ashley's comment, your super chat, you're thinking. You guys are thinking, this is what we need to do. Let's help get Nove to 25,000 tonight. 25,000 followers? Oh, that's not going to happen tonight. 25,000 followers. Holy chicken. Barnacles. That won't happen. Not tonight. Probably tomorrow. Maybe. No. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Breezy with the 199. Breezy says, I'm back. She's so adorable. Breezy, thank you so much, Breezy. I appreciate you. Monin with the supporter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, don't forget Facebook and YouTube. I did not go live privately for you guys because I had Facebook problems. I'm so sorry. I will do a supporters live only. I promise I will for YouTube and Facebook tomorrow. So if you got a badge, a crown, or a badge on Facebook, you're gonna get a live dedicated to you only, not to the public. So this is your perfect time to join the Novesity Nation. All right? You don't have to if you don't want to, no problem. But this is the perfect time for you to do that, okay? Comes with a lot of perks, trust me. Exclamation points, perks in the chat. Let's continue the video. So I'm going to dissect this video, and I'm going to dissect this image. And I have one more thing to look at also. Let's finish here, guys. Let's finish.
The lead agency in the investigation. I was there for an unrelated event. And I asked about any investigation that's currently going on in the mother. To tell you how tight this investigation is right now, all I was told, and I'm paraphrasing here, was that we have a focused investigation going on in order to present an airtight case to the state attorney's office. That's all the Kissimmee Police Department is saying right now.
And you need that airtight case. I mean, Shannon knows I spent a lot of time down there in Central Florida. I was more than a decade ago, and we thought that case was airtight. All right, Shannon, here's another contradiction I'm seeing. In her interview with WFTV, Jen says, and this is what Ken just said, we dropped Madeline off for school. In the same interview, Jen says her partner, Stephen Stearns, dropped Madeline off for school. What do you make of that contradiction, the we versus like, oh no, he did it?
Well, I think at first when she told that story before we know what we know now, we just thought it was one of those conversations where you have, you and your husband, you're like, oh, we dropped her off at school at 8 o'clock. But then when that affidavit came out and an initial report that says something completely different about when she last saw her daughter. We started to go back to that interview and listen to it again. She told us twice in that interview that we dropped her off at school. And then she says, well, I didn't drop her off. My partner dropped her off. That's another thing. She calls him a partner. We've heard it's the stepdad. We've heard it's the boyfriend. Also, that's unclear about that relationship.
Wait. Let me go back real quick. I want to listen to what she just said. Hold on.
School. And then she says, well, I didn't drop her off. My partner dropped her off. That's another thing. She calls him a partner. We've heard it's the stepdad. We've heard it's the boyfriend. Also, that's unclear about that relationship too. So we know she wasn't dropped off near her school or at school, because the video evidence that the deputies have and police now have, that doesn't add up. It was nowhere near the school.
Next contradiction. Told WFTV that Madeline was spotted on camera in the church parking lot walking towards the school around 9 a.m. on February 26. And this is what Shannon's saying. Police say video evidence leads them to believe Madeline was already deceased 8:19 a.m. on February 26 when.
That is another one to add. Told WFTV Madeline was spotted on camera in the church parking lot walking towards the school at 9 a.m. Look at that. Wait, no. Oh. Told WFTV that Madeline was spotted around school at 9 a.m. Oh, Jen, I'm praying to God that PD told you that and gave you the wrong information. I need to know who claimed that, because Vinny is saying, listen to what Vinny said, told WFTV, told. Right, but who did she get that info to? Who did she get that info? Excuse me. Now, I know who she gave it to, but where did she get it from? That's what's important. Because that wasn't said neither. That wasn't said neither at all. Ashley with the 109 says, true, team 2 badge. Oh, okay. You flexing 2 badges, Ashley? Okay. Appreciate you, Ashley. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Netta says with a 999, I could be wrong about this, so I apologize if I am. No. It's you're right. You're fine. As long as you say speculation, you don't need to apologize. You're good. Didn't she say something about checking her phone and laptop and finding nothing? But didn't he toss the laptop before she could check it? The laptop. Netta, Netta, you're good. I gotta find where she said that. That was the second interview, right? But the laptop was already thrown at 7:35 on the complex in a dumpster. Stefan did that as it was caught by a camera. She said something about can't be tracked because it was off. Something like that. It couldn't be. Netta, very good. You got me thinking. Netta! Thank you for the super chat, Netta. I appreciate you. We're going to keep this up since it's a $9.99. Yep. That was good. Let's keep this up real quick. Let's look at these contradictions.
That Madeline was spotted on camera in the church parking lot walking towards the school around 9 a.m. on February 26. And this is what Shannon's saying. Police say video evidence leads them to believe Madeline was already deceased 8:19 a.m. on February 26 when video footage shows Stephen Stern's car at their apartment complex and Madeline's body is visible. Ken, this was the part of that interview that confused me the most, because she's referencing something about being on camera at 9 a.m. That's impossible. Do we even know
This
if there
little
is
girl
surveillance video at that church?
Well, we know that there is surveillance camera at the church, but we don't have we don't at 9 o'clock. We don't have her on that. Now, something else that we're trying to confirm right now is that we're trying to confirm. It's part of the affidavit was that they have it on camera that Stefan dumped some of Madeline's items, the backpack and the laptop, in a dumpster. What we're trying to confirm now is if they were found in the apartment complex where Stern's address is listed on one of the charging affidavits. Now, that's on the west, about the northwest side of Kissimmee. Unfortunately, it's a gated community, so it's not like we can all just head on in there and look for ourselves. But they have not been able to confirm, and at least we have not been able to confirm that that's the dumpster. But that would have been a full, because I know my daughter's in 9th grade, so she just got out of middle school. So I know middle school goes in around 9 o'clock, a little after 9 o'clock. The timing from the affidavit says that they saw the car about 7:45. It dumped the items in the dumpster, and then at 8:19 they was on camera again with what they think is Madeline inside the car. They believe that, at least the Orange County investigators believe that she was already dead. So there's a lot of things in here that aren't adding up that we're hoping will come clear once the investigation is revealed by Kissimmee police.
Another contradiction, Shannon. Ready? Here we go. According to a WFTV report, Jen Soto told deputies she last saw her daughter 8 a.m. on Monday, February 26, getting dressed before school. But she also told you guys in an interview she last spoke to her daughter on Sunday, February 25th.
I said this. Oh my God. I said this. I told y'all. I told you this is bullshit. Bullshit, bro. I told y'all. I said, how can she see her daughter get dressed if she said the last thing she spoke to her daughter was on Sunday? How can you do that? Okay. This is the problem. And Jen, I had hopes for you. I try to make this right, but that was the second, if not the first biggest red flag. You said that you last spoke to your daughter on Sunday, but then you watched her get dressed at 8 a.m. Yo, I'm chat. If I am rip. That's it. Is nah. They are going to tear you up. They're going to tear you up. I'm telling you that right now, because that statement is a very big problem. That's a very big problem, because you had an additional interaction with your daughter at 8, but they found her body like, oh my God. Wait a minute. Jen, you're in trouble. Wait a minute. You actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Jen, you said you saw your daughter at 8 a.m. getting dressed, but she was deceased coming back at 8:10. Not only did you lie about that, which is probably the biggest one, but you committed perjury. With all these contradictions, they can get you on perjury. Jen, what are you doing? Jen, that's perjury. They're going to get you no matter what. Let's just say that they couldn't get you. Shit, the Chinese food is closed. Damn it. You're in trouble. My biggest take from this is 8 o'clock versus 8:19. Jen, you got a lot. They're going to bring you in and question you on that. I would. That's really big. Guys, you know how big that is, right? That's big. That's big. Karen, thank you so much for this super chat, Karen. And yes, I'm aware of the funeral, what happened. As for the GoFundMe, I'm just glad that I didn't do the GoFundMe. I'm never doing GoFundMes. I'm never doing donations, none of that again. I'm never doing it again. Ever, ever. Oh my gosh. Yo, Chad, this is it. This is the best, close to the contradiction we would have. Forget about the first two points. It's the bottom two. According to WFTV report, Jen Soto told deputies that last saw her daughter. She saw her daughter at 8 a.m. on Monday, February 26th, getting dressed before school. Mama, at 8 a.m., me getting dressed, I'm not leaving at that door until 8:20, 8:15. That's if I'm going to snack, shit, and piss. You're telling me right now, hold the chicken strips, because no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is ridiculous. Hold on now. Oh my gosh, you're in trouble. Then she told the same reporters, WFTV, the same people, in an interview, she last spoke to her daughter on Sunday. She said goodnight. Mama, you said goodnight to your daughter. Let's just say that people are overthinking it. You said it on the phone because you're at work or you're at home. No matter which way it is, you said goodnight to your daughter. I didn't say that, which means that you were there. You were there at her presence because it says 8 a.m. 8 a.m., how can you say that if they found proof of her deceased? They have photo image pictures. Are you listening to me? Pictures. So with that statement, they are going to bring you in and question you again for more additional information. And let me tell you, if they bring that statement to Stefan, mark my words, Jen, if you are, if you're doing, I'm not saying it, you are, you're not. I'm saying if. This is all speculation and legend. But if you have something to do with this case, and they bring that statement, and then they throw it in Stefan's face because all they got with him was CP on his phone, he knows he's going to serve some time on CP if pleaded guilty. He doesn't have any prior offenses towards CP. So he's going to fold like an omelet. He's going to look at that. He's going to read it. He's going to be, oh, is this what she said in her statement? And they're going to pull out another image and paper and they're going to throw it in his face. They're going to go, we also got images before she said that. So we're going to question her and you because it's contradiction. But if you can give her name up, if you can give her up, we'll make your case more softer for you. How about that? That boy is gonna fold like a motherfucker. He's gonna fold like an omelet. He gonna fold like an ironing board. She's F-U-C-ucked. She's done. That's it. I hope they do their job correctly. No offense. But I would, personally, I would have never caught Stefan. I would have let Stefan be free. until we collect more information to get them both, as what we talked about before. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Let's get it together. Let's get it together.
WFTV report, Jen Soto told deputies she last saw her daughter 8 a.m. on Monday, February 26, getting dressed before school. But she also told you guys in an interview she last spoke to her daughter on Sunday, February 25th. So to me, this is the biggest mystery that I have. Where's mom in the morning? Who's in the house? When could this have happened? Where was the party? What time was the party? Where was mom? Did mom speak to her in person? Did she speak to her on the phone? Any clarity on any of this, Shannon?
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Where was the party? What time was the party? Where was mom? Did mom speak to her in person? Did she speak to her on the phone? Any clarity on any of this, Shannon?
Well, we know that her mom said that she was not at the party, and I think folks at that party confirmed that she was not there. She somehow was back in that apartment, and not for the mom to say that she had that long conversation with her about how excited she was about the party, how she liked her gifts. We have video of that birthday party. We know that the little girl did celebrate her birthday, but once she got home, that's the problem that we're having. Did you say goodnight to your daughter as you told us originally, and then someone told you that he took her to school? Because then in the affidavit or the incident report, the first responding deputies, when they talked to her, she said she saw her get dressed for school. Then she saw Stephen Stearns drive her then to school around 8:30. But remember that video evidence at 8:19, according to the sheriff's office, shows that she was likely already deceased. So if she saw her get ready at 8 and then said he took her at 8:30, it's not possible if you look at the evidence that those deputies pulled from the apartment complex. They believe at 7:35, when her backpack was dumped in that dumpster, she was likely dead then. In fact, one of the reports, it says that Stephen Stearns said that he saw her in that parking lot actually open her book bag and was digging for something. And he said, I thought it was her headphones because she was always looking for her headphones. That was the same backpack that detectives say he threw in the dumpster at 7:35 in the morning.
What is one thing that these reporters are not saying that I caught, guys, and I said, everybody, this is a red flag. Come on, please, guys. What did the mother say that no one is talking? I need to call these stations because they're missing the element, the key element here. Guys, they're missing the key element here. Remember what I caught in the mother's statement? Guys, please listen. The mother said the last thing she was wearing was green sweater, black shorts, white crops. She had her black Jason book bag with the flowers on. 8 a.m., you saw your daughter get dressed. She had a backpack. How was that possible? Because the backpack was thrown at 7:35 in a dumpster. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my sight. 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 Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. No one is talking about that. No one is talking about that. She describes not only her outfit, she describes the floral pattern backpack. Get out of my sight. It's not CP. There's nothing P about it. No, it is CP. It is P. It is. Child doesn't have to be 2, 3, or more. It could be 1. It's still CP. Look at the charges also. And there's still pending more charges that will come. But sure, you call it as it is, it's still immoral. You get me, mean T? Mean T? Karen says, call her work about when she left, says Karen Bradley. They're not going to talk to me because it's an open investigation. Cops, you know what? I still might call her job. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesse Ann with the 20. Super. Jesus Christ, Jesse. What is up with you guys and these oranges? What's next, Pink? Love you, Nove. I love you, Jesse. Thank you so much. Guys, you're so sweet. I appreciate you. Marie Paul with 100 stars over at Facebook. Thank you. Kimberly Bruce with 100 stars. Thank you. Carol with 100 stars. And Carol again with 100 stars. You guys are so kind. I appreciate you very much. Let's get back to the program, okay? Mariella Lopez, by the way, with 11 stars. Thank you, Mariella.
There is video at that church parking lot dumped in that dumpster. She was likely dead then. In fact, one of the reports, it says that Stephen Stern said that he saw her in that parking lot actually open her book bag and was digging for something. And he said, I thought it was her headphones because she was always looking for her headphones. That was the same backpack that detectives say he threw in the dumpster at 7:35 in the morning. There is video at that church parking lot, but they've never said that's actually her. They had some conversation with them early on, and they've held on to that story that she was in that church parking lot. But no one has ever said that was actually her. It was grainy video, but detectives do not believe that was her, seeing as how at 8:19 they believed she was dead.
This is, I know investigators know so much more than we do, right? They're holding back, they're putting together, as you described, that airtight case that is necessary to prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt. But this is just, it's not adding up. Like, it's not adding up. What she is saying and what he is saying and what he is doing and the way her story has vacillated a little, something strikes me that is just wrong here. Ken, any indication when they say investigating? Because no one's been charged in the murder, right? No one's been implicated in what happened to this girl in terms of being either, abducted or killed or wherever that happened. Is mom part of the subject of that investigation?
Well, like I said, KPD was pretty tight-lipped when I talked to him on Tuesday, but I have to believe that she's the only person who is around for this who isn't currently incarcerated. So currently, we still do not have murder charges in the case. We only have the sexual battery and the possession of child pornography charges against Stephen. But like I said, I mined for information on that the other day, and while I wasn't told that per se, I have to believe that she is part of this investigation simply because, like I said, she's not in jail. Stephen is. This is going to be a very interesting investigation when it comes out. I'm gonna tell you that.
All right, Shannon, as we sit here tonight, what's the question on the top of your mind that you want to be able to uncover the answer to? Like, what is the one thing that is really sticking in your head tonight about what happened to Madeline?
What her mother knew before her death in those 2 years where detectives say she was being abused by her boyfriend, what the mom knew then and what the mom knew in those final hours. There's a lot of question there. There's a lot of different stories. I think investigators are still trying to piece together. We're still trying to piece that together. Yes. I think until we know that, because remember, there's two separate investigations going on here, what happened before and what happened leading up to it and after. I think that they will look at the mom on both of those things. We still don't know what happened in those final hours or the hours just after Madeline was reported missing. And we don't know what the mom knew, if anything, about the 2 years, maybe even more, that her daughter was allegedly being abused.
It was more.
And how about you, Ken?
Well, what I want to know is, so the investigation includes that the sexual abuse that was on Stephen's phone occurred in 2022, when the affidavit redacts the name of the victim, but it lists the date of birth and it matches Madeline's. Okay, so if it happened in 2022, number one, she was younger than 12 years old. And can we say for sure that it occurred consistently ever since 2022, so for the last 2 years? And if so, what I want to know is the mom coming from a position of being fearful as well? like we said, like Shannon said, what did she know and when did she know it? Was she covering for Stephen? I mean, these are things that, as a parent of a 15-year-old myself, I really want us to get to the bottom of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, both of you are doing incredible work down there. Shannon Butler with WFTV, you've been gracious enough to let us share that interview that you guys did. It was amazing. Thank you so much, Shannon. Ken Jackson, Osceola News-Gazette. Keep digging, and I hope you'll both come back on, because we're going to continue to cover this story.
We definitely will over here in Novesity. I tell you that right now. What I'm going to do today is I want to give the people more on the phone time, and I want to give you guys more of a voice here, okay? Now, there is a couple of new information of today. So after I share this with you, I am going to give you guys a call. How this works here in Novesity is you don't call me and I pick up randomly. The reason why I don't do that is because I want to give executive members priority. Plus, there's a lot of trolls, a lot. So that just fixes those problems. So my phone number for Novesity, you guys already know it. It's also in a description. You guys already know what to do. If I never even got to you, text me. Be like, hey, Nov, I'm ready this time. Text me your name. I'll give you a call. I'll give you guys, instead of 5, 7, I'll give you guys 8 minutes today. I really want to hear your details, your take. Probably one of you know the answer or know something that I don't even know. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you guys are very intelligent, and these super chats be wild. Y'all be spot on with these super chats, and I love that. I love that, and them stars too. And I love that, and I thank you so much for putting these important messages, out there for us, and this is just very important. So this is the new video that I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know if I can play this video because there is a certain reporter that owns it, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to let you guys hear it. Hopefully I don't get in trouble by this. Jesus Christ. It's only 30 seconds. It's not that important neither. I'd rather just tell you what she says, honestly. Let me do that. I'd rather tell you what she says. I'd rather tell you guys. Yeah, let me do that. All right. Yeah, I'd rather tell you what she says, because I can get in trouble for playing this, because this is a particular, I don't know if he's going to he owns the right to this, so. She said that she said that this is an open investigation. They probably is a lot of more stuff that they got. They haven't done anything because they're trying to secure a probable cause to arrest. There's a perjury charge, false statements under oath. I just said that. They can get her on a perjury statement. There's different things that can happen along the way. Does she know something? Does she eventually going to confess something? We're talking about the mom here. Is she contributing what to occurred here? Her dishonesty could be enough to put her away, obviously. If able to be proven, though. Yeah, okay. So perjury, they most likely they can get her on perjury. They can definitely get her on perjury. 100%. If you guys want to watch this video, it's really not that important. But let's read this, though. Former state attorney Aramis Ayala tells me that with a case like Madeline Soto, there's a spider web of information that allows law enforcement to get deeper into the investigation. Mentions friends, relatives, neighbors, and even school staff can all offer something. That is exactly what I'm saying. I feel like I get it. We want to respect people, especially times like this. But one person can change everything. Let's just say that I go to Florida tomorrow. It's how long is that flight? 3 hours. Nothing. It's an adventure movie. I get there, wait after school, talk to a parent or ask permission to talk to your daughter or whatever. and ask the most important question. Hey, just two questions. And it's what I told you guys already. That can change everything. That can change so much things. And this is what, reporters probably did do this. They probably knocking, but I believe like when people like me and you, civilians, pedestrians, when we get pressed by reporters, right? Of course we get intimidated and you're like, whoa, we got cameras. I wouldn't do that. I'll have an iPhone. This is you guys live. I'd be like, hey, I have just hey, I'm not even pressed. Technically, I can't say that I'm pressed. These field reporters think they can. Well, not field reporters, they can. But to get a press badge that's a lanyard with press documents, you have to be a representation towards a large organization, depending on your state. Look into that law. So I will go, not even with no badges. I'll just walk on my T-shirt like I'm some dude. I'm like, yeah, can I ask you a question? Listen, I'm just a black Italian guy from New York. Just want to ask you a question real quick. I want to know, did she ever tell you? Did she ever tell you, bada? She could be like, well, yeah, she did tell me. I'm like, oh, that's, If you go with the cameras and the big stuff and all this stuff, they're going to get intimidated. They're going to ask for either money. They're going to ask for a slip. They're going to ask for, no comment. But if you go there as a friend and you go there as a friendly person, these kids, also adults or friends or family, are going to talk to you. They're going to talk to you. They 100% will talk to you. Not 100%, but they'll feel more comfortable. I don't mean to talk out my ass, guys. I'm so sorry. Dana says, how can her mother not know something was wrong? Well, let me ask you, woman, a question in the chat. And I'm just saying it because I'm a man. Not only that, as a man, we have kids. What am I talking about? I would know. Everybody in the chat, men or women, I retract my statement. I want to fix that. Men or women, everybody that's a parent in the chat, parents. If you know something is wrong with your child, especially when it came to this situation of what he did, would you know? Yes or no in the chat. Would you know? Answer the question in the chat. Yes or no. Could you've known? Olivia with a 499 super chat. She says, you're amazing. Keep it up. Please send a bench to her school. I'll see what I can do. Remember, guys, you can send your dono. Any donos that I am doing until the next Sunday will be going towards Madeline's plaque, flowers, or bench or tree that I'm going to be doing for Madeline. You can send 50 cents, $1. The Venmo and Cashapp is pinned in the chat. If you need it, say so in the comments. I would appreciate that. I'm just trying to do something nice for Madeline. Typically, I don't do this type of stuff. I think this is the last time I'm going to do this because, man, I almost got duped on that GoFundMe page. I almost got duped. Amy with the 109, she says, Mom was home last night. She said she talked to her. She said good night, but that could be over the phone or in person. I'm not too sure. Ashley with the 109 super chat. Ashley's going crazy. Jen, aka Mirta. Right. Ashley. Right. Ashley. Right. Who caught that? What Ashley said? Who caught that? Dana Bubsy over at YouTube. Welcome to Novesity Nation. You just joined the class membership. Welcome. Enjoy your perks. Nicole Holder with the 5 gifted subs over at YouTube. Nicole Holder. Nicole be holding it. That's what I'm going to call you. Nicole holding it. Nicole holding it down. Thank you guys for the super chat and everything else. All right, guys. Let's take some phone calls. Let's do it. All right. So this is the perfect time for you to text your name. I'm going to give you guys a call. All right, we're going to get a lot of information here, guys. We are still on this case of Madeline Soto. So please, let me see here. I cannot see your comments. Let's see here. Oh, okay. We got quite a few people. All right, executive members and members. Do you guys need a number? What's the number? All right, hold on. I got to create a prompt for the number, man. All right, guys, let me pin the number. Just a second. Okay. There it is. Facebook and YouTube, you got the phone number now, okay? while I'll get everything intact there, I'm going to, please guys, I just don't call the phone, please. 2055 is just calling it. Please don't call. Just, give me 1 second. I'm trying to be fair and give everybody the number. Hello, Cheryl. This is Nove from Novesity. How are you? It's good to hear from you. And thank you for being you say you're an executive member, yeah? Oh, you're so nice. What is your name over at? What's your name over at? Are you watching on Facebook or YouTube? Ooh. Ooh. I appreciate you. Cheryl, I appreciate you so much. Well, thank you so much for being so loyal. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. So please tell me what you think, Cheryl, about the Madeline Soto case of everything we've been talking about for the past 8 days. Please tell me. So you believe the mother was like really in on this? Wait, hold on. Everybody in the chat, hold on. They said they can't hear you. Okay, sorry everybody. I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. Can we repeat that? It's okay. You can hear her now, guys. Can you repeat that?
I'm saying that mom is saying that the last time she spoke to her daughter was the night before. I believe that. I also believe that mom saw her daughter getting dressed because she either dressed her child to help this man or watched him dress her child to help him cover it up.
So you think the mother is like really involved?
I believe she's really involved because she wanted to keep this man with her and that she knew that something was happening to her daughter and took a blind eye to it.
Really?
Yes, I know what happened to me.
Oh, I'm very sorry what happened to you.
It happens to a lot of people.
Right. And I'm very sorry to hear about that. So you said you related to this case because you had something similar happen to you, correct?
Yes. As a child about her age.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
And women who come into abusive situations, moms who come into abusive situations, just like these people are saying, don't really know how to handle that. And they don't want to know that this is happening to their children, apparently. And they don't want to believe. And I wasn't believed. And that child had something wrong with her. And maybe she even felt that she was to blame for whatever was going on. Or she didn't know that it was wrong.
You think that's why? Because she never told anyone or her mother or something? Because, I'm
sure she said something to her mom.
Really? And the mother didn't do anything?
I said something.
And what did your mom say, if you don't mind me asking?
My mom told me that if there was a problem that I should stay away. Keep my distance.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I must be bugging out. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I never disrespect anybody's mama. Where I'm from, you don't do that. But what did your mother say? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Keep my distance.
After you told your mother about what happened to you, what happened to this girl happened to you, you told her, and then your mother said, keep your distance. She didn't press him, call the cops, knock him out, didn't do anything.
She didn't believe me.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, man. This is terrible to hear.
I can tell you something, that I ran into a friend of mine who was a very close friend of mine that stopped coming to my house for some reason I didn't know, but I ran into her just in the last couple of years, who told me that she came to my house one day to ring my doorbell for me, and he was there and he told her that I wasn't home, and he did something to her, and this is why she never came to my house again.
Who is this individual? If you don't mind me, you don't have to answer these questions. I'm just trying to understand. He was your stepdad or real dad or?
No, someone who came into my mother's life.
Okay. Listen, now I know you're talking about how you can relate to this, and I totally understand. And so that's why you're saying that you believe that Madeline Soto, told her mom, and the mom didn't say anything because she wanted to stay and want her man in her life.
Yeah, I think that if the girl didn't tell her, that the mom knew that something wasn't right. And the fact that his friend said that they broke up, but he kept coming around, I think that she was allowing him to come around there because he acted like he cared about her child. He acted like he cared about her child, and she probably knew something was a little odd about that. And then there was the other thing about the daughter not wanting to sleep alone. If this mom was working at night, she was saying, oh, well, he can come over, and then the daughter doesn't have to be alone at night. So she was ignoring all the signs of him molesting her child.
Oh, no. That is terrible. That's how I can see how you could relate to this case, because this mother is just ignoring everything.
Ignoring everything.
Right.
And pretending that she had a good man. And I can tell you that there were a lot of similarities in what was happening in my home. And that little girl, you see that little girl smiling? Look at her eyes. Look at the dark circles around her eyes.
Yeah.
Those weren't true smiles on her face. I can tell you that everyone saw me, the big smiles on my face. Those were the tears of a clown.
I'm very sorry about you and your case. I can see the correlation. So let me ask you this before we disconnect. You believe that her mother had way more in play here. Now, do you believe that she knew that this was an ongoing thing for over a year or so? Because this is going on for more than 2 years. In my opinion, I believe it's more than 2 years.
I do too. And I believe that once mom knew that there was something wrong, she knew that she could somehow be implicated. And then once you know that something is wrong and you've been wrong all along, now you want to not have yourself be that person. Oh my God. I don't want to say that that's true, because then that would mean that I'm the bad person.
Yeah.
And so if she knew that her daughter passed away, now she's got to cover that up too. I can't let anyone know that I was a part of this. And so you see her like a deer in headlights answering those questions. That's a story that they both concocted. And she's sitting there telling the story that they're both supposed to be telling together. Ooh. But she's messing up. Ooh. She's messing it up.
You are spitting. Spitting.
She's messing it up by saying we, and then she turns around and says, I mean my partner, you know. So she's messing the story up, but that's why it's so straightforward that she's saying, we dropped him off, and then he's saying, we miss her. We just want her back. You know, they concocted a story together, but there's some holes in the way that she's telling it, so she messed up.
Right. I see what I see.
You know?
Yeah, lot of contradictions. Lot.
Yeah, but mom knows what happened.
That's a very
Mom's
good
in it.
take. That's a very good take. I cannot wait till we find out this autopsy. And then I'm telling you, once that day comes where I hear breaking news, mother is now a suspect, mother's being questioned, mother's this and that, those red flags will tell us why would they need to question her if they cleared her the first time?
Yeah, mom's already a suspect. They're about to take her down. I'm pretty sure of that. Mom's already sus. Mom's already on the radar. Mom's been on the radar since day one. They're just waiting for things. They're probably looking at her right now. She knows it, and she's just counting down her free hours. But I really wanted to say to you that I appreciate the work that you do. You keep doing that because it not only helps people like me to be free enough to feel like these victims like this, they still continue to have a voice when people fight for them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being a watcher, being an executive member, being strong, and being here with us. I really do appreciate you. Thank you.
God bless you, and you have the best mods in the world and the best followers. I love you all.
I know. I love the followers. I love the mods. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
God bless. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Now, bye-bye. That was a wonderful call. Oh my gosh. Woof. That was a beautiful call. That's crazy how people could relate to this. That's how I know they stick around. They're like, yes, I see this. Trust me, Nove, I know what I'm talking about. I can see that. Mod, say thank you. She definitely gave you the big complimento. I got Boongaloo 2 Smith with a member. Thank you. I appreciate you for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Sandra Cruz became a member also. Remember, mods and members, welcome people who became supporters. They're now part of the nation. Thank you so much. Dana Bubsy said, yes, I would have known with a second something is wrong with my baby, says Dana Bubsy over at YouTube. I hear you, Dana Bubsy. Is it possible the mom waited until 4 p.m. so it gave her partner enough time to cover up because he commanded her? That's a possibility. The mother 4 p.m. waited. It's a possibility. That's a possibility. I mean, he is kind of a manipulated, sneaky person, throwing out them tears that were so fake and bullcrap. So I don't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? That's a good super chat, though. That's a very good super chat. I'm taking the next caller. Again, please do not call. Just text your name. Please also, okay, be next to the phone. Make sure it's on. Please go into a quiet place. And also turn off whatever device you are watching me, because I don't want to get the feedback. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the next caller, please. Luna Blue with the 2 super chat. I don't know why it's not showing up here. She says, did JS just work at night? Could have been alone with Mad. I'm trying to read your message. Did JS Jenna Soto work that night so S. Stefan could be alone with her? Oof, that I don't know. That I don't know. I hope not. That would be disgusting. That would be nasty. Rachel Rosario became a member. Oh, she upgraded to executive member. Okay. Look at you, Rachel. Welcome as an executive. Cora Aqua became a member. Welcome. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the membership. Let's see here. There's so many people. Holy chicken strip. All right, let's get somebody else in here. Hi, Christina. This is No from Novesity. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Talking to some very intelligent people. I'm loving it.
Yeah, hey, so I have a question. I was just watching some reports earlier on a different situation, but there was a guy, he goes by the name of Santa. I don't know if you heard about that case, but he was arrested in St. Cloud, Florida a couple days ago, very near where her body was found. And some people are saying that there might be a connection because they found CP on his phone as well. And it was just weird that it happened like shortly after they looked at Stefan's phone, and then this guy was arrested for the same thing very close to where she was found.
You talk about that white guy with the beard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I got to get the full scope of the story. That does sound like a coincidence. It could be, possibly, but a link towards her, are you trying to say he has something to do with this case?
I don't know. I just know, sorry, hold on, my dog's barking. Let me go in the other room. Sometimes people that are involved in CP, they'll
tend to have a community.
With people, they run in the same circle. So, I was just thinking maybe there could be some involvement in that. The second thing I wanted to say is I watched an interview with a forensic investigator who used to be a.
I'm sorry, I can't. The dog.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Sorry, chat. Hold on, real quick, chat.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Before you continue, what is the Santa guy name again?
He just goes by the name of Santa, and he lives in St. Cloud.
Right. Okay.
It's just weird that the timeline is all around the same,
Feds arrested neighbor Santa on child. Okay, I see. Well, here what we do. After this interview, I'm going to play this news video to see what we can find. How about that?
Okay, yeah. And then just one more thing real quick. I did watch an interview a couple days ago, and a person in law enforcement and a forensic person said that it's likely they have not made any arrests in her unaliving because they said if they arrest anybody on that charge, they only have that's when the clock starts, and they're entitled to a speedy trial. So they would only have a limited amount of time to bring them to trial. Right now, they already have him in jail on CP, so they have time to build a case before they actually make any arrests. He said that he thinks that they're being really strategic about it.
Yes, that is correct. That's exactly what I just said to you when a video that I showed on Twitter with the black lady. She was like, what they're doing is they're building their case up. They're trying to build whatever they need to do to get more on him, to get more charges on him.
Right.
But not only him, if they end up finding something on Jen, what? Okay, so they should have never touched him in general. They shouldn't have. They should have never touched him because he will not take flight. The man is not going to take flight. Okay, he has too much to lose.
Right.
He doesn't have nowhere to go, and they can lock their eyes on him, especially if they got all the information and getting the information from his phone. But arresting him is getting him those specific charges, and that's going to deter the mother, scare her away. What the Fed should have done, and as well as many reporters, even investigators and prosecutors even said the same thing, and I agree 100%. They should have waited, build them both up, and they have the proof what they need. Anything they would have done together, it would have conflict in more of their statements and their next move. So right now, they already got him, which means he's not going to say nothing. He's got a lawyer. He's going to lawyer up. He's going to shut up. But now, but before, if they would have let him go, he would have never had a lawyer to get. So he would have messed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
yeah, no, you're right.
They should have let him rock, build up that case from there. But they already got him. But they got if she's guilty, if she has something to do with it, if not saying that she does, she's on the loose right now. So let's see what they're gonna get on her. But good thing that if they bring her statement with conflicting evidence and they find proof and present it to him, they can get her ass. But as for the Santa guy, excuse me, you said the forensics guy. Sorry about that. The forensics with the Santa, correct? Or from the analyst? What are we saying? The second part.
Right. So he was a forensic analyst that he was talking about the Madeline Soto case, but the other report on that Santa guy, a couple of people have said, well, it could possibly be connected just because he's in the area and the feds have been watching him for a while, but they didn't make an arrest on him until a couple days after Stefan was arrested, which was just weird to a lot of people.
Right. So it could be that it's possible. It could be that he probably shared images with him. Could be.
I mean, it's right.
Right. I mean, these are older men. They like certain, not men, but these are pervertive, FUCKS, right. And they have a particular taste that they desire. So there is a little community. Remember, this guy is on Reddit. He's on Reddit. Steph is on Reddit. If you know Reddit, right. You know Reddit. You know, trust me, that's an open source.
And because why would Stefan have gone to that area? You know what I mean? Like, it's not near their house. It was, 17 miles away? Like, that's just weird, too. Like, why would you go to St. Cloud if you didn't have a reason to be there, you know?
Right. I mean, well, probably, I don't want to say this. It's pretty graphic, but maybe he likes to share his things.
I don't know. It was just odd to me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bring that up when I call it. And so. Yeah.
But I'm gonna look at that video with the Santa. Chat, you guys want to look at that video? We'll have a look. Thank you so much for calling. That was very good. Very
You're
good.
Welcome. Thank you. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. We should look into this Santa one. I did see that. I did hear about that. I'm looking at all my badges on Facebook. I see Precious Carmelo, Rosa. Look at all those green badges. Look at you guys. I see Lana, Cinder, Sellers. I see, Precious Carmelo again. I see Lana again. Where's all my badges in the chat? Where you guys at? On Facebook. Where you guys at? I see Manin over at Facebook. Where's all my badges in the chat? Facebook, where you guys at? I see you guys. I thought just there a video of him carrying her body in the car. No, Erica, there is no video of him carrying the body to the car. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no video. Sorry, a little late to the video. Love the geek talk. Fun to listen to. Yeah, I'm a geek loser. Trust me. You don't want to hear all the metadata information that I have. Yeah, so let's look at the Santa video. This is the Santa video. Yes, you guys want to look at it? I did hear about it, but I didn't put it for the agenda today. But why not? Why not? Why not? We could take a quick pause on the phone call, and then we'll come back to that. All right, let's see what this could be possibly tied to the Savannah Soto case through Stefan. Let's have a look. But before I do, hold on real quick. I just want to say... Rachel, thank you. Okay, let me see. All right. Oh, Sharize, I didn't see your super chat. It didn't pop up. Sharize said with the $9.99, Sharize H over at YouTube, the relationship between the boyfriend and the mother seems a little toxic. I believe the mother knew she should have never had him around, but still chose him over her daughter. You are very observant. You are correct, because Frank told us during the interview that their relationship was so, hey, with stuff like that, it ain't looking too good. Their relationship was not looking too good. Actually, Frank told us that they were not, they weren't together. They were not together. They were not together. He was confused on why he always wanted to go to the house if they were not together. He wanted to know, Frank wanted to know, why did he want it to go in that house? Why? Why if they are not together? Why? He even said to see Madeline. Why do you need to see Madeline? You are a grown man. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Why does your Jabba the Hutt I was about to say my words. Why does your buffoonery looking disgusting ass need to go? Let me tell you something. If I had a girl that I like late at night, I'm not calling to go see her daughter. I'm calling to see her. I'm be like, yo, baby, what's good? Yo, we making up? Because I want some. You know what I'm talking about? What you want me to do, baby? Want me to bring some Chinese food? I'm coming to see you. You're my wife. You're my girl. That's what you should have been doing. But instead, it looks like you kind of used her in a way to get to her. For all I know, what it really sounds like, it sounds like you met her. You liked her. You probably did. You wanted to get involved with her, but then you met her daughter. And then you had these disgusting tendencies. One day she's at work while you're being a bum, getting off at Disney World, and you want to be at home alone with her daughter. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. You rubbed me the wrong way. Ugh. Just talking about it makes me nauseous. It's disgusting. Let's get to this super chat, by the way. Oh my God. Wait, did people send stars this whole time and I've been missing it? I did. Precious Carmela with the 200 stars. Joyce Harden became a supporter. Joyce, are you in the chat, Joyce? Joyce. I thought you've been a supporter, Joyce. Josephine Hernandez with the $4.99. Thank you so much, Josephine. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Let's have a listen.
Security raided the home yesterday, and tonight we know it is part of a child pornography investigation involving a father and son. Good evening, I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. That raid happened on Countryside View Circle near Canoe Creek Road, and neighbors tell us they saw dozens of law enforcement and actually a body removed from this house. Channel 9's Chantel Navarro is live in St. Cloud, and Chantel, there are some deeply disturbing details in this case about this father and son.
Yeah, and the two people are not only father and son, but they're two people that the neighbors really knew well. One of them, James Cox, used to dress up as Santa Claus. He'd approach a lot of the children here in the neighborhood, and they were all kind of familiar with each other. This is a home right here behind me. We saw teams return today with two cargo vans bringing out large bags. Unclear right now if it was evidence or not, but documents show the men had cameras secretly set up inside the home where they recorded children in the neighborhood naked.
What?
This is a view from Sky Witness 9 where you can see Homeland Security entering the home of James and Henry Cox. Inside, agents discovered Henry dead and arrested James on child porn charges. Investigators say Henry killed himself before the search warrant could be executed.
Just shocked because we visited with those guys for years. Number one, and number two, they've always had kids around, their grandkids and neighborhood kids.
The investigation began in November when St. Cloud police received a tip that someone was uploading child sex abuse material. Later, they learned it was of two children who live in the neighborhood. Some videos contained sexual battery. Other material showed a young boy using a public restroom. In all, the U.S. Attorney's Office says federal agents collected 15 electronic storage devices believed to have belonged to Henry Cox. And on it, more than 50 photos or videos. Neighbors say James Cox was friendly, known to dress like Santa all year round and approach children. They were horrified to learn of the charges.
There's a pile of kids that live in the house across the street, too.
Yeah.
And I feel like they should have told us, don't tell us any details, just say, be careful with your kids.
The medical examiner's office is still working to wrap up the autopsy report on Henry Cox. At this time, James Cox faces charges for uploading that child porn material, but more charges could still follow in the future. Live in St. Cloud, Chantal Navarro, Channel
9. I don't know who to... what? A nice, friendly old guy who dresses like Santa goes around spreading Christmas love. Chat, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust. I can see why Christina, I believe is her name, she believes that this could be connected. Especially with the destination on St. Cloud. You know, damn, I don't know who to trust. I'm surprised. Wow. Just me, Tammy, with the super chat. She says, and the Santa guy's son was also being watched, but the son offed him after Stefan got arrested. That's wild. I don't know. Let's get somebody in here. We're taking another phone call, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking phone calls. If I missed you, text again. Text again. Be like, hey, Nov.
Hello.
Dana Bubsy. Hi, this is Nov from Novesity. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah. What is your what do you have anything to say about this case?
So here's the thing. Like, I'm a product of SA as a child as well. That there's no way that mother didn't see a change in her behavior. There's no way that she couldn't see that there was something wrong. I have 4 kids, 17, 11, 9, and 5. And I can tell you, the second that they walk through that door, if they've had a bad day or if they're good.
You would know instantly, right?
Instantly.
So by watching this case, do you notice something was wrong?
Yes. You could tell, just look at the girl. You can tell that she wasn't happy.
Right. Absolutely.
Like whenever they were showing the video of her at her birthday,
mm-hmm.
that was a forced smile.
On her birthday,
and
right?
I know, yep, and I know because I used to do it.
Oh, because you was also SA'd, you said, right?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
My grandfather SA'd us for about 3 years.
Oh, my gosh.
I was 4.5 when it started.
Oh, my gosh.
We told my mother. My mother told us, just don't be in the room by yourself with him. Don't be around him. Stay away from him. And then she would drop us off on the weekends with him. And he would watch us. Yep. And she knew because it happened to her as a kid.
Oh, my gosh.
By him. The mothers that do stuff like that, they choose not to see it because they don't want to pick their kids over a man.
I don't believe this.
Yep. So there's no way that it could have went on for 2 years and her not noticed something.
Your grandfather?
Yes. Yes. My grandfather molested both me and my sister. So she can't tell me she didn't know. There's no way that she could tell me that.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. This is I didn't know I had this many people who are connected somewhat to this case like this.
Oh, this case, I actually just started watching you because I watch true crime a lot,
mm-hmm.
and it came up. Your video had came up covering this, and I'd heard it, but I wanted to kind of stay away from it, but I couldn't. Like I told my husband, it's like watching a train wreck. You don't want to see it, but you get invested because you have an emotional connection.
A connection to it. Very well said. Very well said. I am so glad, especially as I'm surprised, even as a man, that I can understand you women. You know, because we the same species, but we two different elements. You feel me? But
yeah.
I understand you though. I do understand you. I do. I promise you, I do. I feel for you. Actually, all the women in this segment, comments or not, phone calls, whatever, you guys are actually teaching me something, and I appreciate you so much.
We
really
appreciate you because you are her voice. The people that cover her case and get the truth out there, they are her voice because her mama is not going to admit to anything.
This is
She's going to
insane.
continue to just say that she didn't know and she didn't know this and she didn't know that to save her own skin.
This is
But there is
crazy, man.
no way, in my opinion, she did not know. Because I'm telling you, I know every time that my kids have had a bad day within 2 seconds of them talking to me when they walk through my door.
Yeah. C. Brayer says there is a lot of strong survivors in the chat. Says on Facebook. Yep. Maureen on Facebook says, "Dear caller, I am so sorry your mom was not the mother you needed to be. So sorry." It says Maureen over at Facebook.
Well, I appreciate it. My mom taught me the mom I need to be for my kids.
Do you still talk to her? But I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you still talk to her about it today?
She's in my life, but I keep her at a distance. I just I deal with her when I need to, but I have boundaries set up to where, you know, she doesn't have power over my life anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Okay.
And she doesn't have any power over my kids. But again, you know, like I said, my mom taught me the mom that I want to be.
Right.
Because now I'm the mom that I wanted when I was a kid.
Well, look at you. Keep being the mother that you wish your mother could be. Okay? You hear me?
I will.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. She was you guys are so cute. She was so adorable. Bless her heart. Carmen over at Facebook says, 250 stars. She says, there are too many discrepancies with mom's stories. I truly hope mom isn't on it, but it is not looking good. Okay. We know that. And you're right on that. And it's not looking good, but we need results and we need that now. Thank you so much, Carmen. All right, everyone in the chat. Everyone listen up. Everyone listen up. I am going to edit this photo. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Is everyone with me? I am going to edit the photo. Let's look at the details of this photo first. Let's see if I get some type of metadata information on this. Damn it, it was created on the 10th. Damn it. This is the only metadata information that I can possibly get. All right, everybody. I'm going to edit this photo and I want to see what I can get. So everybody, stay in the chat. Everybody hit that share button like you never done before. Hit that like button, please. That will mean a lot to me. We're going to get in Photoshop. We're going to take this photo and I'm going to do my research on what I see, what we see together as a team. Not just my brain. It is your eyes and your brain as well. All right? So let's look at this photo. Let's get involved. Let's see if he was there at the party because it was saying that the mother called him. This will definitely let us know. Also, I just thought of something. Everybody in the chat. Oh my gosh. My brain today is just working. Stay with me now. I can actually look outside to see that there is orange, slight pink. I can see when this photo was taken, look at the time and date, cross-reference it to the color of the sky, and to see what direction the sun was and what time that sets. And I can know the time around this was taken. We could figure out the time in this photo. I just thought about it. I could look closely. Okay, we're in Photoshop, okay? We're going to zoom in. I see two individuals sitting on a couch. I see a little thing hanging on the wall. I see an individual with scripture on a shirt with a hat. Now, outside, we see trees, no leaves, slightly, not that much, little pinkish yellow orange tint. In Florida, down, the north is different now because on the Earth's axis, it's like this. Now, it only changed because of the revolution around the sun. Remember, we're in winter. So if it's tilted like this, the more south you are, the more it's pointed towards the sun. We're getting a little bit more sun here. Remember, Earth is like this. So if it's slanted because of the axis, the bottom, now I'm going to teach you guys something real quick. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Everybody stay with me because now we're digging in deep. We're getting in there. We're getting here. Just be patient with me. I could play a little music, pass the time, but I ain't going to do that. Okay. This is the map. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Give me a second, guys. Hold on real quick. I can't even the map ain't mapping. Is Kissimmee in South Florida? Kissimmee. Right? Boom. This is Kissimmee, Florida. It's actually in the middle of Florida, the bottom of Orlando. Okay. So the position of where this is, right? All the way down the United States. Okay. So if we know if this is down, what is this line is called, it's called equator, but the opposite is called the meridian, right? It's called the meridian line. So if this is the equator, I mean, it's pointing more towards the sun, which means it will capture a little bit more light in a later time. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So if we look at the sun graph, let's look at the sun graph. So the equinox. Okay, we're getting a little close. The sun altitude is 64.58. That's the sun's direction. Okay, now we have to look at this graph, which shows the sun graph for Orlando, which is very close, which we can use. Okay, let's look at daylight, day and night length. So we are going to go at February through March. Okay, so we're looking at the time of where this picture could have been taken. And it's looking like the sun nighttime is okay. February, boom, right here. Twilight, 6 civilian, daylight, civil twilight, night. It's between 6. Got you. Between 5:30. That is roughly between 5:30-ish and 7:30. 5:30 and 7:30. That is this time. So I got a rough estimate, but I'm closing down on this. 5:30 through 7:30. Okay. 5:30 through 7. But that you see that color? The more saturated the pink, yellow, and orange, because remember, colors travel in different wavelengths. The more saturated it is, the more later the time is. We're getting involved. So, let's edit this photo. Let's see who this is. Because we only have 3 people to work with and the individual who took the photo. But I'm looking at sneakers. You see those sneakers? That's the Jordan logo. These look like Jordan and a water bottle. These Jordans are white at the bottom. What Jordans are these? I don't know if I can measure the water bottle. Measure the water bottle. That's like your standard Polar Springs. Measure it towards his foot. Look at the size. And if we can get a sneaker size, and we can identify, according to the water bottle, to a sneaker size, if we know Stefan's foot size, if we need to do that, we can know who this is. But let's just see, because this can help us to know if he was at the party already. Drive to the party to pick her up, to go bring her home? He was already there. The mother wasn't there, but was he there? 100%. That has yet to still answer the question. So let's get into this. So we're going to go to adjustments. Okay, and then we're going to go to, oh no, that's a terrible graph. We're going to go to curves. Oh, curves are your best friend. Curves, if you ever want to edit, curves are your best friend. Because it works perfect along with the flow of the image, but also curves are good on a woman. Nothing's better than that. It's a joke, It's a joke. Okay. Okay. So we're going to zoom in. We're going to go right here, but we're going to take out these pixelations. I don't like that. It kind of distorts the image. All right. All right. I live across the street from their apartment. Okay. 617, 624. Okay, well, we're around that time. Yeah, Annie said we are Novesity Forensics. Let's see what we can do here. Let me know what you guys see, okay? Highlights. We don't want too much. We don't want to darken too. Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. And we're going to lift those shadows up to reveal the face. We're going to buff that out a little bit to see if we see You know what we should also do? Go to his Facebook page to see if he has this shirt or those sneakers. Or that hat. Oh, that's such a good idea. These are 2 kids sitting down. That's not, look at that hairline. He doesn't have a beard. Ooh, it's white at the bottom. Ooh, that's white. Wait a minute. Does he have that white beard? Hold on. Wait, time out. Facebook. Can somebody please send me his Facebook? I lost it. Holy chicken strips. Let me see. Stefan's. What if I just type it in? Stefan Stern. Does his Facebook pops up? Yes, it does. I got it. I got his Facebook. I got it. Oh, okay. Facebook. Oh, you don't have a lot of photos, do you? Hold on real quick. Let me take this photo. Okay, so I can confirm that it does look like him. Yes, so I see the white beard at the bottom, and the white beard is at the bottom. You can see right here where I edited, why I upped the blacks, but this ain't blackened. It's whitened. So it's almost looking like him. I can't confirm, But it does look like him. Let's see if I can get some reflection somewhere here. Oh my God, the balloon, 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 the balloon. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. It was a girl. Oh, it's one of her friends. That's a female. That's a female. That's a female. But who is this? Oh, it's distorting. I can't get that. Oh, I cannot. Like, sorry, guys. I'm getting dizzy. I got to get some food. I'm getting dizzy. That's a female with long hair, white shirt. Who is that? That's a female. Girls tend to hold the phone like this. Women do this a lot. Well, younger generations, like they do this a lot. Like I noticed that. Trust me, I watch TikTok. Just trust me. But also you can see the hair color, feminine features, the bone structure, very feminine. That's a female. That's a girl. That's a girl. Light up the left. Let's see if we can fix this. That's a human. Okay, so we're looking at so I'm introducing these colors to identify human figures. So those are human. We know that. It's this person right here that I cannot. That's the person with the little bit of like the beard going on, that beard action going on. We can see the image way better now. Holy chicken strips. Let's sharpen this image up a little bit. All right. Let's not make that. Let's clean it a little bit, actually. We're going to clean it a little bit. All right. We're going to okay this. We're going to duplicate this layer. Okay, we're going to take this layer. We're going to sharpen the image just a little bit. Sharpen the image. Sharpen it up a little bit. Who is this? I can't, it's because it's distorted. Maybe if I warp the image a little bit, possibly it can do something. If I warp it, not really. That's a girl with a blue shirt. Who are these people? That's a girl. That's a girl too also. But who's the guy on that right side? I can't get it. Shit. Right when I get so close. Oh, wait, there's another balloon. Look at this. Oh, that's her. That's her. That's her. She's smiling on this balloon. Can't make that out on that right side there. This shadow, though, is the only thing that I can get to know if he was there. But look at the nose. Look at the nose. It's like this a little bit. Is his nose like that? I'm like 60% sure. You came to my city? I know that halal truck. That's halal, guys. I know what this is. This is close to the MLB store and the Nintendo store. Coming over here to my city. His glasses. What is in those glasses? What the fuck is that? Oh, Maddie. Maddie. Look at the housing complex. Do you see the housing complex? Chat, do you see it? Madeline. Where's the mother? He was essaying her at this time. This was the 22nd of November. Excuse me, this was the 8th of November, 2022. 2022. This is when he started doing it. Let me take some phone calls. This is getting crazy. That first picture helped a lot. I see 3 women. So that rumor was fake. It wasn't Stefan that took the photo. It looked like her friend, a girl. 2 boys sitting down on a couch, but it was a man on the right side. It could possibly be him. Looking at the video interview, his nose, it kind of is similar. When he went to hug, he went this way. It's a little, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Facebook, YouTube, hit that like button for me. I would appreciate that. If you guys are new, drop a follow on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button over at YouTube. Okay, people are not picking up. I have a lot of people. Guys, you telling me to call you, but you're not picking up. I don't know. You guys got a text. Please, guys, text your name if you want me to call you. Text your name.
Hello.
Hello, Marley. This is Noah from Novesity. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I
am
am just.
Turn this off so it doesn't make noise.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. I'm just trying to understand this case as best as I can. How about you?
I know. I'm right there with you. I from the very beginning, I felt like you did. I really, truly didn't believe that the mom. I really wasn't sure if she has anything to do with this or not. And now I'm listening to and watching all of the chat and listening to everything more clearly. And I'm just torn. I'm in the middle. And I listened to the 2 callers tonight, and I, too, can relate to them. I had an incident happen, but it was with an ex-husband. And I've kind of taken my, the rose-colored glasses off and try to see things a little bit clearer. And I'm more aware of my surroundings. And my heart goes out to the 2 callers that I heard, and I feel for them. And I don't know. When you ask the question of, would you know if something was going on with your child? I have 3 boys. When my 2 older boys were younger, there was a situation that transpired with my 3rd son, his father. And I didn't know what was going on. I truly did not know what was going on. He didn't do anything to them. He mentally and verbally and emotionally abused them, and I had no idea. So maybe if I had a daughter, it would be different. I'd be more, not that I'm not protective of my 3 boys, I am. Don't get me wrong, but a girl, that's a little different. And I feel like you do about Maddie, and it's a very sad thing that happened, and I truly love you. You are awesome. I've been watching you for quite some time, and I love what you're doing, and you're being her voice.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
it's just sad, but I agree. I don't think they should have gotten him and put him in jail. However, when you look at it, aren't we glad he's off the street and he's not able to hurt anybody else? I kind of go there as well. However, I don't know. Maybe they would have gotten more information if they would have waited. However, I'm still sitting on the fence with the mom, and she's not helping herself, but I do have a question, and I might have missed this, not being able to watch one night. Do we know what she's on medication for? Did you ever find out, or did you hear from any of the interviews or anything, or with the friend of the guy?
Okay. So
do we know?
I just know that she was diagnosed with ADHD by a first doctor, then a second doctor. I mean, not ADHD, excuse me. Autism. And a second doctor cleared her for that. And then she has ADHD, but then there is no medication ever talked, ever. No, I believe no one has that information. No one does. That would probably
now, are you talking about Madeline?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the mom, Nove.
Okay.
Does the mom is on meds for something? Do we know why what she's on for? Do we know anything? Have you heard anything? And I'm going somewhere with this, which is why I'm asking. I don't remember if I don't know if you ever found out, or if we. I remember the friend saying
there was an
that
image on social media that I believe she suffers for something. I don't remember, but mom, yes. I don't know what it was, but the mom, I think it was depression or something.
Okay, yes, I do remember that, but
Yeah.
I think there's something else. When I watched, you really have broke down the interviews with her. And every time I see an interview, I always get something different. I always find something else. The situation I had with my ex-husband.
Okay.
I can relate to the mom somewhat.
Yeah.
She was in shock. Clearly, she's in shock. And we all handle things differently. We all have a different makeup. Something's going to happen to you, maybe. I'm not going to feel the way you do. Something's going to happen to someone else, you're not going to feel the way they do. We're all different. But I sat and I watched her, and I don't know. I don't know if it's a combination of her being on whatever medication she's on, her being in shock, and I feel when she did this interview, when she goes to ask the guy, that the man that was interviewing her, like, I'm not really sure what I should be saying, that kind of made me that was like a red flag. Like, she's not really clear about exactly what she should be
Yeah,
saying.
she said that she's not sure what she can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it threw her off. And the one where he's there, the guy that he's there, I think he is like, I think she's afraid of him. It made me feel like she was very afraid of him, and she was being careful with what she was saying, and she was very afraid, and it was coming out like she was nervous.
So you think this was out of fear?
Yes,
but it's
truly.
Like more like she didn't want to do this, but she did it because she was afraid of him.
The interview, yes, and talking the way she was talking, yes. Like he was fidgety and all of that, and we know that he was there, and I think he was making her, just him being there made her feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
And fearful. And I feel at some level he's threatened her.
Before?
All along, possibly.
Really?
But yes, because of my situation, I picked up on that. I can't say for how long, but I'm going to say that for the time that all of this happened with her daughter, I feel that he was threatening her, and she was totally out of her routine and comfort zone.
Right.
Along with being in shock because her daughter is missing and finding out that then her daughter is no longer here. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. I understand what you're talking about. You know, this is pretty tough because we're talking about a mother who lost a child. You know what I'm saying? And
we can't forget that.
We can't. Yeah. Right.
Truly. I mean, yes. I watch and I listen to you, and you're doing a great thing. However, we also have to remember she no longer has. I mean, Madeline is not here, and we all grieve differently, and I don't know. I can't say. How do I say this? I don't know how. I mean, there's people out there that are crying and upset, and I get that when they're grieving and they lose someone, but then there's also the fear and this other thing that transpires when you lose someone, because you're like totally in a different place, and then it hits you later, and when it hits you later, it gets you horribly. Yep. And that's what I think is going on with her. We didn't get to see her, so we're all sitting here saying things, but we don't really know. We're not in it.
You're right on that. We don't know certain things. That's why we all come together right now, 2,000 of us, and we're trying to know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
We're trying. We're really trying to know. But you made some good points, and I really, really, really appreciate you so much for calling and giving your 2 cents.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
I do have one last thing I want to leave with.
Okay.
I did not know about the Santa person, and the caller who called in and brought that up. I think that's a good thing about what she did, because the more we look into that, I think she is correct. I think it's connected somehow. Okay. Why did those 2 guys off themselves?
The father,
that's my question.
Right.
Well, the son did too.
I mean, they did some nasty stuff. Probably some stuff that they eventually going to find out even more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think it's. I don't know. I don't know that it's actually totally connected, but I bet there's something linked there.
Yeah, there's something there. Absolutely. I can understand that. We'll find out really soon, especially if more things come into play. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. It's a nice call. Thank you.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you too. And I truly love what you're doing. And You're doing a great job, and keep it up.
Thank you. That means so much. You have yourself a wonderful night now, okay?
You too.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm loving these phone calls. I love you guys. I'm loving this. Guys, I have I'm not gonna lie, over 100-something text messages. So many people want me to call. Again, guys, I think that was our 5th call. We're gonna do another one. Guys, I fixed the image. Have a look. Guys, I'm calling you guys, and you telling me to call, but you're not picking up. So please stand by your phone. I would appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
Hello.
Hello, Josephine. This is No from Novesity. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm just calling you because I love your show. I've been watching you for a very long time. And you know, I'm very, very sure, 100% sure that this mother had something to do with it. Why? She repeated herself, her body language. You know, she kept blinking her eyes. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this story was fabricated. You know, it created lies to cover up, you know, the original falsehood, the knee-jerking reaction. You know, she's not afraid of him. She's afraid of the consequences of what's going to happen to her. Because I don't believe that this mother had no idea that this was not going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my opinion.
Right. No, right. I hear that.
And, you know, now they're going to try to play that she took medication, you know, that it was because she wasn't in the right of mind. She was in the right of mind because she had a very good position on Disney. She did. She has some kind of some position. I don't really know how much it is, but I know that I heard that she has, you know, a high position there. You know, the human behavior, the body language, the inconsistency, the mother kept saying we, right? That doesn't make you think?
Yeah. It does. I 100%, and I concur. That's how I started to, like, for a second, I didn't agree with chat, and I'm still on the fence just a little bit. I am, but I can safe to say that, yeah, like something's a little off here. And I understand you wouldn't say we, you know, and then correct it. And then her other statements are contradicting. I get you. I do. I really do.
You know, they committed an unlawful act, right? And now this monster, this man, I just look at him and I just feel like disgusting. But this man had this planned. He had a plan. It had to be planned. And I don't understand. Let me tell you, I was sexually molested as a child.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry about that.
I was 5 years old, and I got sexually molested.
Let's try to keep it PG as best as you can.
I was sexually molested by this guy. He was like 18 years old. I was 5 years old, and I suppressed it.
I'm so
I really
sorry.
did. Thank you. But, you know, it's like my mom didn't give a hoop about what happened to me because she used to leave me and my sister alone, okay? This lady, if you look at her, the way her eyes, the way her restlessness, her fidgeting, you know, those are clues. Tapping her feet constantly. She was very discomfort, and she had a lot of nervousness. The nervousness. Why the nervousness? You go out and look for your child. You know what I mean? You don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm waiting for them to bring my child, my daughter." She never even mentioned the girl's name one time.
Oh, wow.
And him, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
she
yeah.
did not mention her name one time. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And
I do. It's a lot of red
believe,
flags that you're mentioning. Yeah, absolutely I do.
I believe that what it is, she wasn't afraid of him. I don't believe that baloney. And I don't, I don't want to discriminate nobody calling, but I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Because me as a mother, I would be, even if I was afraid of him, kill me because you already killed my daughter.
Oh,
If that was
I felt
the thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She knew this was going on and she turned her head because as they were saying that she told her mother. She told her mother and her mother didn't believe her. And her mother turned her face. She turned away from her. And I believe they both together in this. And what happened was the mother probably got so jealous. And you don't even know. It's like a theory, it's like a conspiracy right here.
Right.
They co-defended. These two were co-defended. Ain't no way, and there's no doubt in my mind that this woman has something to do with this. And I pray every day, and I watch her show every day. And I say, you know what? I know they have a lot of things that they have to take care of. The forensics, they got to take her autopsy, her clothes, everything. But the way everything was in detail, thrown in the dumpster, coming back, saying that she was by the church. And then the mother saying that they left her by the church, and then she said he took her to school. What is the purpose of that lie? Why is so much inconsistency with this situation?
Damn, girl, you are
and then
spitting.
You notice.
You are spitting.
Yeah, because I'm very angry.
I know,
because
and
you
I
know
understand
what?
that. And I understand.
Children are very vulnerable. Children look up to their parents to protect them and defend them. We're their heroes. We're supposed to stand there for them when they can't fight for themselves.
Absolutely.
This situation was going on for 2 years. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 years?
More than 2 years. More than that. More than that.
Well, more than that, and not only that. When somebody, when you never had sex, you're vulnerable, you're innocent. And somebody violates that, that private area is going to be irritated. It's going to hurt. And she's going to be walking in a certain way.
Right.
It's going to be different signs that you got to look at. And then if you see her she's being withdrawal, she doesn't want to be part of the people around them. And she was also afraid to sleep alone. Because I think the aunt said that she was afraid to sleep alone. I got molested when I was 5 years old. I was scared of the dark. I used to pee on myself. I used to have bad dreams. So it was a lot of signs. Come on, Mom. Don't try to defend the mom. She's not who we trying to defend or the man. We're trying to figure out what happened to this poor innocent child that didn't have a chance to grow up and be something hurting. And I appreciate your show every single day. I watch your show. And I love the way you express yourself. I love the way you do you like a detective. Like you
You're so adorable.
Yeah, you're like a detective because you go look how you went on the camera and you was you was looking at the window. To me, there's a table, right? Do you see the table? There's you could see a leg. Look in the bottom of the table. You see a leg, like a leg with a foot? Not there. The table, that's at the center table.
I don't see no foot.
No, that's a table, a middle table, because I was looking at it. I was doing detective work like you. And I saw like a foot. It's the table in the middle of the house.
Yeah, I know. The
not
Jordans.
in the house, in the apartment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a big sneaker.
It does. And I was trying to measure to see what kind of water bottle that is and get the size of the water bottle. And I can in a three-dimensional space, you can kind of lay it down. I can cut it out, push it down. Or I can just get what I could. Oh, wait a minute, chat. Look what I just found. This is a home that we know that if we could get those floor tiles, we can know the measurement of those floor tiles.
Wow,
and
you're so smart.
And then we could divide that with we could divide that by the footage of the house. And then look at his foot.
Yeah.
It's over the line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Listen, there are so many signs that they're lying. So many. can you how much can you lie? And like the woman that called you before I did, I'm not trying to discriminate her or anything, but she was saying that the way the anchor was interviewing her, she could have refused that. You know what I mean? She indicted herself when she did that because all she did was lie through the whole thing.
Right.
And he did too, because when he was sitting behind her, you could see him, his posture, his body posture, and the way he was cracking his knuckles. And she's not afraid of him because she was holding him, comforting him, and her daughter's fucking messing. And then his eyes, excuse me for my profanity,
it's okay.
His eyes were red as a rabbit. He looks like he smokes marijuana. Okay? He was high on marijuana, and then when he took the tissue, he was rubbing his eye. Baloney. It was no tears in that freaking napkin.
Right.
And then when he took that breath, he went, like, it's so fake. Like, come on. If you want to be an actor, try to do a better job than that. Because it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure that shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, but, I'm not going to say to nobody. That woman is guilty. And they're going to prove, once these detectives, they're not talking about anything, guess why? Because they have a lot of information.
They definitely do.
And
we're waiting for that.
And they can't disclose it. You know why? Because then they'll mess up the case. Okay? And she's going down, and that nigga's going down. And I hope they both go under the freaking jail. Thank you so much, and I love you so much. You're the best. I'm going to keep following you. I'm going to keep subscribing. And I'm so proud of you. I really am.
I appreciate
Are you Spanish?
No, I'm Italian and black, South.
Oh, okay. So
but I do understand a little Spanish, though. I see a little Dominicana on you. A little
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
No,
I was going to say
I'm
Puerto Rican. I was going to say Puerto Rican right after. I guess
Puerto Rican to my heart.
All right, Boricua, I hear you. I appreciate you so much.
Okay, bye. Love you.
I love
Have
you
a good
too.
night. And thank you so much for everything you're doing for this child. You're so dedicated into this.
I am. I am.
Okay, good night.
You too. Bye-bye. She's so cute. Oh, you guys are so cute. But yeah, I felt her. I felt her. I definitely felt her. Yeah, so I was trying to get the floor plans because if we could just know her shoe size, I can literally measure the floor. Like, this is not an issue. Like, I've actually learned this trick from a guy on YouTube and TikTok. I know how to measure the floor to someone's sneaker. And if we just know his shoe size, I know it's him. But while that beautiful woman was talking, Josephine, I edited the photo, and guess what I found out? I actually found this. I found the same type of beard. I found the same skin color. And I found the same, I would say, hat. And that is a coincidence. The average man sometimes cut his beard off. Sometimes he has a beard. Sometimes he doesn't have a hat. Sometimes he does have a hat. 3 elements in this photo that would tell me, and around this time, he was there between the hours of 6 through 7:30 p.m. I think I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to stick to that narrative. 100%. I'm going to stick to that narrative. This looks a lot. It does look like him. It does. Look at that hat. He has it backwards here. And let me tell you something. This was 2 days later, before he got arrested. The day before he got arrested, the interview was... Let me get my timeline real quick. This was... Oh, sorry, guys. I just feel like shit. I think I have to get off because I'm getting a little dizzy and lightheaded. I had no food, so I'm running off of water, half a cup of coffee. And that's it. I got to get the exact date. Oh, March 1st. She was discovered there. This interview, 6, she disappeared on the 24th. It's her birthday. That day, he had a hat on. The interview, she disappeared. Interview was on the 2 days. This is the hat. I'm going to assume this is the hat.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
I got to get the front. Look at that flimsy hat. I'm trying to get that bone structure. Can I ask somebody a question before? Can somebody please send me the video of the mother consoling him? Can I just get that video, please? Does anybody know? Does anybody have that? Where the mother came to him and was holding him. Does anybody has that footage? I'm trying to look at the nose, the beard. You know, the beard in just 4 days doesn't grow that quick, guys. Trust me, I am a man with testicles. I know what I'm talking about. Does anybody have the video of the mother consoling him? That would definitely help a lot. I am trying to look at his big ass ears in here, but it's cut off. Unless this is his ear, this white. I tried, guys. I did do very good on this image. I did very good. So hard to make out. Yes, please, so they can see she was thick. Oh, babe, you got to get some. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get sick again if I don't get some more food. Is those glasses? I don't see glasses. I don't. I do see a little whiteness here. Look, have a look right here. Look, you see that? See that? Look right here. It's a little blotch of white. Is he a type of man to dress? I don't want to say thuggish. I mean, it's kind of how I dress. I got my Jordans on with my shorts. But is that his style? It doesn't seem to be. You know what? Frank, I would love. Okay, chat, let me tell you something about Frank, okay? Stefan's friend. I want to talk to you guys. Oh, yeah, wait. Somebody sent super chats. Let me read all the super chats. I missed a lot. Josephine Fernandez, thank you so much for the $1.99. Josephine Fernandez. Mom knew Maddie's period cycle, says Karen Bradley. What the hell? Karen, I don't know if the mom knew her period cycle. I don't know, Karen. That's wild. Aaron with the $1.99 says, the Graham said Jen sent him to pick her up. I know that. I know, but that looks a lot like him. I'm like 60% sure. Sherezi H over at YouTube with the $4.99 super chat says, we have to keep in mind, this has to be happening for a very long time. Whatever is done in the dark shall always come to light. And it has, and it has, and it has. They found it in the phone. This dirt sneeze ball you see right here, the sponge doodle, got caught red-handed. PK Nib, you just joined Novesity class membership. Enjoy your perks and your badge.
Another one.
Thank you for joining. Des with the $9.99. Des, I think your super chat should be here. Your super chat's not here. I don't know what's going on. Des says, go eat, Nove, and drink some water. You got it, Des. You got it. I'll do that right away. I feel like if I don't eat, you guys are gonna whoop my ass. I did have something important to do before I left. Oh, by the way, I want to give a big shout out to people donating in the Cashapp and the Venmo. This donations from Cashapp and Venmo are usually obviously to Novesity, but I told you guys for 2 weeks I'm opening up the Cashapp and the Venmo, And the donations is going to go to Maddie's gift that I want to give to her. Not to her mom. I'm not all the funeral. I know it's paid for. I know. You guys actually saved my life. Thank you. So Amy Barrett, thank you so much for the direct. I appreciate that. Alicia Sachs, she said with her donation towards Madeline's gift, whatever I'm going to give her, she says, 4-2 go towards the sweet angel who's gone too soon. You're absolutely correct. Says Alicia Sachs. I appreciate you, Alicia Sachs. Thank you. Kelly Vault said something yesterday with a 262. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Remember, guys, all donations until Sunday following is going to go towards whatever I'm going to give her. I'm not too sure yet. You guys could comment below and let me know. We know he was at the party. It's the time frame. Mary, never mind. Did you just yell at me? Mary what? Snoodugur? What did like what? 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 It's the time frame that I want to get to. It's about logging times and creating a timeline. That's what I'm doing here. Amateur. Okay. Exit that out. Okay, so now that we got that piece of information, let's see here. Maddie. So Madeline Soto. No, I know you're not. I know you're not yelling. I'm just trolling with you. I'm trolling with you. I'm trolling. Okay, church holds memorial service in honor. So it was a memorial service. Oh no, that was at the school. Oh. Friends, we have come together tonight in grief, acknowledging the tragic loss of Madeline Soto. Says, okay, that was that guy. With the songs and prayers, people in the church Wednesday supported one another during a tragic time. It's like a hole is missing, says Emmanuel de Jesus, one of the Madeline's classmates. So they're speaking. They are speaking. I want to get involved. You got it? Okay, if you guys could send it to me, that'll be great. Somebody sent it to me? Hold on, chat. Hold on real quick. I want to see the video of her hugging him. Ashley, thank you for sending me that photo. I appreciate that. So now we know that it's actually less than 7:30 p.m. 7:30. Okay, I could use this image. Why not? That does look like him. Yeah. He got that thing all in white. He got it. Yeah, chat. I believe this was definitely him. Like, for real. For sure. For sure. Like, I'm like, for sure. I mean, the guy could not go any time without seeing Maddie. Frank said, oh, and by the way, with Frank, so the interview that I did with Frank, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to my YouTube channel. So the interview that I did with Frank told me that I could hit him up anytime and we can do an interview again. So I did hit him up, and then he stated, listen, man, I don't want to do an interview because people were not being nice to him in the comments. They were mean to him. People was not doing good towards him. He said, but when I did your interview, you were nice to me and you were kind. And I appreciate that. He said, but when I went to this other guy's page, I'm not going to say the name. He said, I did an interview for another person on YouTube. He said that, it was not, in my words, let's just say that he should have not done that. I haven't seen the interview he did with somebody else, another YouTuber. I don't know who. It's not my business, it's not my place, but he just was not happy with it. So the guy that I did an interview with Maddie Soto.
I would say at least 3 years now.
This interview. And you said you met him through tabletop. What was it again? Sorry?
Yeah, like tabletop. It's like a Cold Warhammer for 40K. It's a tabletop board game.
Okay. And he never mentioned his activities or what he do, what he likes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But like now that I look back, like he did say two things that kind of stuck out to me before this happened. One, he said he was in contact.
So that's the guy that I tried to get a second interview, which he said it was okay to, but now he said no. And I can understand why he's saying no, because if somebody was trying to put him down as a wrong character, then yeah, I totally understand that. So, but I'm going to try to message him again, and I want to see if I can get an interview with him off camera, off live. I'm going to try to get a second interview with him. There are some questions that I probably should have asked. It was such a random moment that I got to speak to him. So hopefully I can get an interview. I don't want to peer pressure him. He's a very, very good guy. Very good guy. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Hopefully. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up this interview because your boy has to get some food. I have to get some food, all right? Man, we covered a lot today. A lot. So instead of giving me a round of applause, I want to give you a round of applause. You guys are smart. You guys are amazing. You guys are Novesity. Thank you for your help. You guys are brightening my mind every single day. You guys are amazing. You are great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, guys. I love you guys. I'm doing this in the name of Madeline, this case. As we continue to talk about the Madeline Soto case, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share. I would appreciate that. Hit the like before you leave. If you're going to leave, hit the like. Thank you so much. You guys are great. And we will continue to be great. Don't worry about it. We're going to cover more cases. I'm probably going to talk about the next case the next day. Oh, wait. BJ with the Shiz TV with the $4.99 says, it's him sitting in the gray hoodie, back shirt. In the gray hoodie? Oh, I have to look at that. Oh, BJ, thank you for showing me that question. I appreciate that. I'll have a look at that. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing and liking at the last moment. Everybody, get some rest, get some sleep. Like I always say, do good, die great. And I better see you guys here on the next one. I love you guys so much. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.